Okay, guys, so we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Live from the Sword Coast podcast. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly dungeon master this evening. Tonight, we are continuing on with our regular Star Wars role-playing game campaign. We are playing the trilogy of Star Wars games published by Fantasy Flight Studios, including Star Wars Age of Rebellion, Star Wars Edge of the Empire, and Star Wars Force and Destiny. Tonight, in celebration of, for one, our 1 year anniversary of playing this game together, and two, with the release of Rogue One, which has been released today as opening night, we're playing something a little different. And I should say also, as a third thing, I have my number one son visiting from out of town. So we are playing a war story session. And for those who aren't regular listeners, my typical custom is to run story set earlier in the campaign or elsewhere in the campaign when I want to fill in some story details and I want to have allow the players to play something different than what they normally play. So tonight we're going to be playing a war story that is literally a war story. The guys tonight are playing Clone Commandos. This is basically, so you guys can kind of picture that if this was a what do you call it? It's like an opening scene in a Star Wars film. It would say, in reference to our current campaign, there'd be a white lettering that says 20 years earlier, ... And then we cut to this massive space battle. There is huge Republic ships shaped like slightly blunted triangles that are trading fire with these massive kind of like clamshell or like mollusk-shaped ships from the Separatist fleet. There are swarms of Republic fighters and clone bombers and droid fighters that are exchanging withering amounts of fire all amongst the larger ships. As one of the larger Republic ships sort of explodes and begins to rock sideways slowly, coming apart under the withering barrage of Separatist fire, one of the wings begins to kind of like drift down towards the waiting planet below. And as it begins to sort of fall down, we suddenly see something much smaller kind of zip out from underneath it, almost like a remora detaching from a shark, and begins to follow the ship down. Now, bear with me a second here. I'm going to make a handout. I forgot to do this. This is the ship that we see. Choose the file here. There we go. Okay.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, so I'm not talking, Steve. Sorry, that was all. You haven't fritzed out. This is what you see, guys.
Oh.
Yeah. And this begins to, to drift along and then go down. What you see also is that as this, as these ships are exchanging fire, there's these brilliant bolts of blue light that are shooting up from the surface and hitting these vessels. And as they hit the larger, capital class ships, there's electricity that just kind of sparks and flows along the hull. And you can see the lights inside. As the electricity hits, the lights inside the vessels kind of flicker and then go dark. And what we know obviously as viewers that this is an ion weapon that's firing. So you guys, the shuttle drifts down and sort of speeds up, and Matt keeps pace with the falling debris. And as it drifts down, it then, once it breaches the atmosphere, it sort of arcs out to the side and begins flying towards the source of where the blaster fire is coming from the surface. And what we sort of see, guys, is a scene very much like what you can see on your screen right now. This is the planet Cato Nemoidia. It is a water-filled planet deep beneath the clouds there. There are roiling oceans of water. And then the cities are built on these massive spans. And now what we don't, so as the shuttle begins to approach one of these cities that you can see there, the pilot turns back and says, all right, we're almost there. Get ready to deploy. And this thing starts rocking as anti-aircraft fire begins to fire at this thing. There's blasters that are firing up, and you hear the whine of the droid fighters that are flying up from underneath the clouds there, or the mist, and beginning to approach on the shuttle. As the shuttle's going in, we hear the pilot say again, "This landing's going to be a bit rocky. Get ready." And as it goes down, we then see it flies into one of these span cities and begins weaving back and forth as it's dodging the blaster fire and dodging the oncoming buildings. It then finally comes to a certain point, and the shuttle spins around to the side, almost like firing its, I guess, retro thrusters to try and slow it to this almost like mid-air slide. And then it kind of, comes down to a slower part, or to an open courtyard, and then you can hear the pilot says, "Go, go, 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 go!" And the back door slides open, and 4 troopers dressed in very similar armor jump out. There's slight differences between these troopers' armors, but let me, for those listening at home, and for you guys, let me. What's going on here? There we go. I'll quickly show you what you're looking at here. So what we see is a squad of 4 Republic commandos. And they look like, where are they here? Did I save them somewhere else? No, here we go. That's what they look like, guys. So they all hop out. They all have what do you call it? The DC-17 modifiable weapon, and they also one of them has has a bunch of grenades on a bandolier and a heavy vehicle mine strapped to his back, and then another has a massive rotary blaster cannon that he lugs out with him. All of you guys, this is, of course, your characters for tonight. And as you guys jump down, the shuttle is still about maybe like 30 feet above the surface of the courtyard and moving at a pretty good clip. But what each of the clones do is they cast out to the side this little hook, and then they jump down and go kind of like rappelling down on, supported by the weight of something at their hip. What this is a repulsor-assisted cable. So first 2 of you go down, and then quickly another 2 go down. As they hit this about 3 feet off the surface, they hit a button, and the thing detaches and wheels back down. And you hit the ground and do a quick survey of your surroundings. Now, each of the clone commandos has a specific call sign that is sort of like its name. Remember that the Republic clone commandos the clones are grown in a vat, right? Like these are genetically engineered specifically for combat and for fighting for the Republic. But the commandos have had a significant level of extra training, and they have more of a separate individual personality than some of the other clones. To be honest, the clones themselves tend to have their own personalities as well. But for the clone troopers, they seem to have personalities that are reflected by their shared experiences in training together and serving together. So Guys, so why don't you go ahead? I'll start with you, Jaden. What is your character's name? What is his call sign?
He is Soldier 458, also known as Scoper.
Scoper, nice. Okay, so I'm going to change. Where is he here? Let me change his name here. Jeffrey, what is your character's name?
His nickname is Beautiful.
Beautiful. Okay.
Which is very ironic, being that they're all clones and look the same.
Yeah.
Takes pride in his looks.
Okay.
And the other guys make fun of him.
Hey, watch the face.
Yeah. Hey, watch it.
Okay. And Steve-O, what's your guy's call sign?
Call sign is it is sneaky and deadly.
Well, that's a little too long. Like there other names that are that appear in the canon material are things like Rex or Wolf or
Viper. I said Viper.
Viper. Okay. Because it's like sneaky beautiful, sneaky and deadly is just a little much of a mouthful to call out over a com. So Viper, nice.
No, the guy is sneaky and deadly.
Okay. All right. So then there is Viper. Nice. Okay. So when Brent gets on, we'll let him pick which of the commandos he's going to use. So we'll hear what his thing is. Now, what you guys have been tasked with, from where you've landed, you can see off sort of near the center of the spire. I'm gonna ping here, guys. So you see where I'm pinging right now?
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that where we are?
Yeah, that's where you guys land, and right around the center of the spire, right about here, is where there is this massive ion cannon, and there's a shimmering dome that covers it like a ray shield, and then what it does is sort of flickers as it fires, and then it's and it's firing up at the battle, the orbital battle that's going on. What you guys could maybe have a little flashback here, where you guys are being tasked by Jedi General, it's not, is it Kit Fisto? No, not Kit Fisto. It's Plo Koon, the guy who is a, gosh, I can't remember what his species is, but he's the guy with the big, what do you call it, the sort of like little tentacles, and he's got the weird little goggles. He is a, gosh, what is it called? I'm going to grab the Force and Destiny rulebook. What species? What species? He is a Keldor, right? This is what the Keldor look like, guys. As a reminder, sorry, I didn't think too. Where am I going here? There they are. Whoop, 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 whoop. Selah. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So that's the Keldor. He's the Keldor Jedi. What he said is that this is the third attempt to take Cato Nemoidia. Cato Nemoidia is a planet populated by Nemoidians. Nemoidians are the guys from Phantom Menace who have they're the faux Chinese guys.
Right.
Those reptilian-looking guys who wear the big long robes and the big hats and stuff like that. This is the third attempt to try and take the planet, and this time, because of the surface defenses, they've had a great deal of difficulty in the past. So what they've come up with is a plan for you guys to go in and basically take out that ion control. If you can take out the ion control, that will allow them to assault the surface and to basically try and secure the surface, regardless of however the space battle goes. So what you guys have been, in order to do that, what you've been fed, the intelligence you've received, is that first you will need to access a bunker, which because the ion control is very heavily protected, and it's not the kind of thing. It's not feasible to land and try and get into the ion control from the surface. What you'll have to do is get control of this bunker, which is sort of a supply line to this. You will follow a supply, what do you call it, duct or passage, I guess, that leads to the an area below the ion control, and then you will use the turbolifts to in there to basically gain access to the controls, shut them down, or if necessary, destroy the ion cannon. So that's the mission that you've been tasked with. What's your sort of plan for assaulting it, honestly? You have no intel as to how, you know that the first bunker that you're supposed to assault is protected, but you don't know by what. You suspect there's going to be droids and things like that, but this is sort of what your what you guys were cloned for in the first place. Is there this
So we
kind of?
have no intel.
You don't know. Yeah, you don't have intel. You know that this is the only way to access, and you know that this shouldn't be. It shouldn't be particularly fortified. It's expected that it is. It's not widely known that this is how you access the ion control. Before Master Plo let you guys go as well, he did really emphasize that the lives of all the men in orbit are on your shoulders.
Oh my.
Just in this one ion cannon?
It's incredibly deadly because this is the way that you need to access the city, and it can completely shut down. Like the ion cannon knocks out electronics. If you think of in Empire Strikes Back when they're escaping, that's what it was an ion cannon that was taking out the Star Destroyers to, and then there's a scene that has ion weapons as well too that you might remember. I don't want to spoil it for the guys, but or the bomb. The ion controls took out everything.
Oh yeah.
I say we drive a one truck in there and then blow it up, and then we come rolling in another truck when they're looking the other way.
Well, it's you don't even know what the bunker is like right now, so you may want to consider reconnoitering the place first.
Well, that's what I was going to suggest. If we don't have any info, maybe we should get some.
Do you have any story? You've got your, what do you call it, those repulsor things? Yeah. So like I mentioned, yeah, you guys also have the repulsor assisted grapple thing. So you think what Luke used in New Hope? It's the reason that he was able to toss that and then swing himself across with a full-grown woman is because it was being assisted by a repulsor lift technology. It helped take the weight off. That's what you guys have. Steve, if you think of sort of what Widowmaker's grapple gun is in Overwatch, it's very similar to what you guys have access to.
Nice.
So, so you can see what the city looks like from this picture, and you can feel free to zoom in if you like as well. What's the plan, guys? Yeah, and you would have had. We're not gonna. You guys aren't landing and they're like talking about this. We're assuming this is. You guys have planned out. Yeah.
I say we do some recon. Just do some. Let's go see what's going on there. Let's just sneak up. Can we be sneaky?
Yes, absolutely. We'll take one thing I'll mention is that I'll just quickly go through. You guys are all wearing what's called Katarn armor. Katarn armor is like sort of super kick-ass versions of Stormtrooper armor, or not Stormtrooper, like Clone Trooper armor. It's much more protective, so you'll notice that your soak is a lot higher than what your other characters have. You are also equipped with a wrist mounted on your right hand. You have a your right or your left, it really doesn't matter. You have a what do you call a vibro blade, basically like a vibro punch blade. So you'll see the stats for that on your character sheet as well. You were also equipped with the sidearm blaster pistol, as well as the DC-17M changeable weapon system. So I guess first thing is what mode do you want to have your DC-17s in right now, guys? You can have them in sniper mode, blaster mode, or anti-armor mode.
Definitely sniper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would I be using that, or would I be using my other weapon?
You would be probably using your other weapon, Jeff. You just got the other one in the event that you choose to switch over for some reason.
Yeah, I would probably have it in some kind of closer range setting and on my back.
Yeah, because your dude is actually all of you guys have certain similar characteristics as well too, but because you're all clones, but each of you has specific things that you excel at. Scope is slightly more dexterous. Beautiful is slightly bigger and tougher, and Viper is slightly more clever and mechanically oriented.
Okay, cool.
So,
well, let's sneak over there.
Okay, so why don't we'll get the dice rolling going here. Let me open up my dice pool here, guys.
It's my scope, because I imagine we'd have some sort of, I guess not binoculars, but some sort of long-range vision system in our helmets. Correct?
You do. Okay, oh yeah, shoot, you're right. So the other thing you guys have is you can use your helmets have like basically like an infrared setting, and they also have like electro goggles is what they call it, and they also have a telescopic as well. So you can try and like basically without having to take out binoculars or something like that, or electro binoculars, you can just try and zoom in.
Right. Would my scope be as good, if not better than that?
Scope's probably a little bit better even.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of hitting a rooftop while I cover my squad mates through the streets, kind of trying to get a upper vantage point of what's going on up ahead.
Sure. Yeah, yeah. Okay, did you guys hear that?
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe
So
one of the smaller buildings, because I'm not trying to get too high, but not mid-range.
okay.
Just still staying on the radar.
Okay. So why don't what I'll get you guys to do is why doesn't everyone make a? I'm going to set the difficulty here. Everyone make a stealth check for me, please. Set the difficulty. Let's see. Let's get the dice rolling. Oh, you know, hold on. One more thing we got to do, guys, is we need to set the destiny pool.
Okay, so does the destiny pool reverse itself now that we're stormtroopers?
I just cleared it. Yeah, I just cleared it. So here's what we need to do, guys. Is everyone? I can't remember. How do you guys know? You guys do this more often than I do. How do you roll your destiny pool?
It's right beside the destiny. There's a little thing that says roll destiny.
Oh, so click on roll destiny. Nice. Okay.
Oh wait, I want to do that.
It does. Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
That is awesome. Okay, Steve-O, can you roll your destiny pool?
I did. I failed.
Oh, you got nothing? No, see the destiny pool.
Oh, Destiny.
Yeah, we're generating the destiny pool right now. So you just on destiny pool, just click on the roll destiny pool.
Did it?
You did.
Oh, you did. Okay. And well, no, it didn't. You didn't clear your dice pool.
You didn't.
But anyway, I'll just adjust it. That's you roll the dark side. So the destiny pool currently, guys, is 2 light side, 2 dark side. I'll force a player update so you all know what the destiny pools are. What the destiny pool can be used for, Bob, is you can use it to get a free upgrade, or you can force a free downgrade on my side. So if you want to make something more difficult for the NPCs, or if you want to make it easier for you. And there are also some special abilities you can use to trigger. You can also use it to retroactively change a scene as well too. So if you want to say like, oh, you know what? Actually, I would have planned for this, so I would have brought.
Right. I forgot about that setting.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
So okay, cool. So everyone has got we got our destiny pool calculated, and
Community pool.
so Viper failed his stealth check. Let's see how Beautiful and Scoper do.
Yeah, just roll a dice.
Yeah.
Stealth.
Oh, here's one neat thing. Okay, you got a success and 2 advantage there. Beautiful. That's great. Here's something I noticed from playing Conan with Jeff the other day too, is that there is a certain advantage to having the person who's best at it roll first, because they can then add blues to the subsequent people. So, okay, so what you want to do, bud, is no, you don't want to roll that. You want to go down. So, yeah. Go down to your, now you're going to go to the tab that says skills. Yeah. And then you're going to click on the dice that's next to stealth, which will be in the top bin there. So where's stealth?
Yeah. There we go. That one?
Yeah, and just click there. Yeah, that's right. Then check it out. It does the automatic roll, and then you can see that on your thing there.
Cool.
Okay, so Scoper, you got a bunch of advantage, but you did not get a success. So, okay, so it looks like it's hiding the results, or
yeah, like the bottom player there. I can't get.
No, that's you. Scoper
It shows my dice, but it doesn't show me.
Oh, the results there.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Can't get it down.
Okay.
I'm noticing it on your screen, but not mine.
We're very excited to be on this mission. We're coming in a little hot. We're not very secretive.
No.
Loud noises.
Let me see something here. I wonder if it's. I don't know why it's doing that. It's unusual. And it's for each the last ones. You can't see that, right?
Yeah, it's just the most recent one.
Yeah, I got an idea here. Look at that. So you put like
Smiley face or something.
yeah, I just typed in 2 things there, and then it swelled it up for
Okay.
you. So that'll be our workaround for right now.
Works for me.
I wonder if hold up, let me try something. That's closed.
That lady sleeping.
Yeah. Okay. Let me quickly try one.
Just wait for another dice roll.
You know, I just want to see if I think I fixed it here. So let's see here. You are.
Aha.
It's because of that stupid Norton bar that was out there.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Little bastard.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. So all right. So Jeff, you've got a shit ton of advantage. You got some advantage from your roll, and Scoper got a crap ton of advantage from his. Now, would you like to feed a blue to Scoper to see if he can get a success, and then he might be able to feed that advantage to Viper?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, Jaden, what I'm going to do is just roll 1. If you go to the top of your dice pool list, okay.
Roll blue. And get a success.
Yeah. So right to the top.
Oh, right up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then just add just a blue. Click on the left there, hit 1. Yeah, there you go. And then just hit the roll button there. Nothing, unfortunately. Okay, so Scoper, you were unsuccessful. So what happens is you guys are sort of like stomping down the street, and you're about to head up into to view this area, and Scoper didn't roll any successes, and Viper, you didn't roll any threat, did you? No, just a fail. Okay, so Odd, you're or not Odd, Beautiful, you're sort of stomping around, and then you see Viper going off in one direction. You're like, wait, and he sort of walks out as you sort of get yourself to the roof of something, a nearby building. And let me set up where you guys are here. Okay, so I need to go to here. First go to the old token bank. Okay, so we got
yeah.
that. And that. Let me see this here. I need him. I need him. I need. Oh, you know what? Sorry, the 3 I need are the top ones anyway. So copy these suckers. Okay, and
That's a lot of pages.
yeah.
Cool.
Okay, guys, let me move you over to the map here. I'll check this out on your screen there, bub. Boom.
Nice.
So what I've done, guys, is because this is because Star Wars has the abstracted combat system. I thought that this was probably the easiest way to sort of describe or to play these. Remember what you can do is you can always increase the. There you go. Beautiful. So you guys are at extreme range right now. Can you see your tokens on the top left
like
of the
outside the box?
Yeah. So you're in the each of those things. It measures how far you are away from the bunker. The bunker is what you can see there. Let me show you what else you see there. This is one of my favorite things about Roll20. Are you guys ready? You holding on to your butts? Bump, 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 bum.
They don't look so scary, Kev.
So each of those things is so the big ones, guys, are groups of 4 battle droids. And the small one is a droid commando. It's a not droid commando, a droid sergeant. They are all stalking around the what do you call it? The low squat bunker that you can see there. The whole thing is made of like some kind of ferrocrete, reinforced ferrocrete with big, heavy durasteel doors. And then on the top as well, where I'm pinging right now, is a big blaster cannon turret moving around and surveying the sort of open scene. What I'm going to say is basically from extreme down into short, you can picture at extreme, there's 2 blacks that would come from cover issues. Long would be 1 black, medium would be none, and short is none as well too. And what that is just abstracted that there's going to be like things that break line of sight and stuff like that. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So unfortunately, where you guys are, is let's see here. I'm going to put I've got them listed as Clone Commando Demolitionist. Is you, Steve, as Viper. Here's the other cool thing, guys. Is I think there we go. Jaden, this is new for you. The guys know this. So you see how it's got the white, the red, and the blue. The white is your soak. That's how much armor you take off from your damage. The red is your wound threshold, so as you take damage. And the blue is your strain. As you suffer strain, it'll go up.
Oh, yeah.
But check this out. So let's say that he suffers 6 points of damage. Boom. Check out his health bar.
Oh, cool.
So for your guy, because you have control over that character, let me make sure yours is working. Let me see if your health bar shows up there. You take damage?
Oh, yeah. I see health bar. I don't see Steve-O's though.
No, yeah, 'cause I think it's only the controlling player. So what I can do is I can control. Sorry, I'll take away your damage there, Steve. You don't suffer that badly. Okay, so guys, you can kind of picture that. I couldn't find a better map or a better way to sort of do this to work with this system. So you guys are sort of at the extreme range right now of from this low bunker, and unfortunately, both Viper and what do you call it? Scoper may have drawn the droid's attention. Now, you haven't been spotted yet necessarily, but it does seem like you got their attention. So you can kind of picture the droids are this one squad that's in medium range. Like, hey, what's that over there? And that stupid droid voice they have. I didn't see anything. So you guys hear this over, with your enhanced audio sensors. What are you guys going to do? You know what I should have done, guys? I should have been giving you 2 blues actually to go along with the amount of cover that's there. So why don't you guys each roll 2 blues? Those of you who failed, and let me know what you plan to do here.
Another blue and hit that dice roll. All right.
Another threat. Shit. That's a threat. That's not good.
Yay.
Viper, how'd you do? You want to roll 2 blues? Let me. I'll clear the dice pool too, so you're not having those purples showing up. Holy shit! Okay, Viper, do you want to try and feed some of that advantage to Scoper so that he can try again?
That's
So it's that,
yes.
Steve?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, great. So go ahead. You know what, Steve? Could you try turning off your camera on the Google Plus call and turning your camera on Roll20? Because I think that's how we made it work before.
Okay.
So what am I getting for advantage?
What you can do is when you roll 2 advantage, the little rebel symbols, that's advantage. The little explosion is a hit, so a success. He can spend 2 of them to give you a blue to try, basically to try again.
1 blue.
And then if turning the camera on Roll20 doesn't work, Steve, maybe try logging out of Roll20 and logging back in while your camera's off. Geez, you were just really getting spotted, Jaden. Catch a break with that.
Shit is rigged.
Yeah. He's a weedy. Okay. So
They're really watching the roof.
they are really clearly watching the move. So they do unfortunately spot you up there. So we're going to go into combat now then, guys. So unfortunately, this is going to be a bit of a blasting your way in. Neither Viper or Beautiful have been spotted, though. So it's only you that's been spotted, and you do have 2 cover right now, which means they would have 2 blacks. So what we're going to do, guys, is roll. I'm going to roll cool. Is it cool or discipline that you roll for combat? I can't remember. Well, you know what? Give me a sec here. I can find an easy answer to this because I need to. Oh, shoot. I should have mentioned, guys, the name of this adventure is Raiders of the Lost Arcology.
Wait.
All right. So, yes, you're going to roll cool, please, guys. Everyone roll their cool stat or skill. Let's see how everyone does.
Beautiful is always cool.
Always cool.
Nope, not today.
Boom.
Holy shit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 werewolf signs.
What's up?
Nice.
Pepper is cold-blooded.
Nice.
Yeah, so you got one. Oh, and a triumph too, Steve. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, Scoper, you got.
Oh shit! I didn't my blue off.
Oh yeah, shoot.
So we'll see. Because
You rolled nothing but advantage anyway, so that's fine.
4 advantage to 6.
Okay, and then Jeff, how did Beautiful do?
2 advantage.
Advantage. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so then the initiative, guys, because Viper rolled a triumph on the initiative, I will say that you guys will gain 2 slots. So 2 of you will go, then the droids, then another one of you. So what would you like to do? I'm gonna grab coffee while you're. Well, first off, who would like to go first? 2 of you guys can go first before the droids.
Well, I rolled absolutely crud, so you guys go.
Well, mine hasn't been too hot so far either.
Well, I'm also not. I guess I'm not technically seen right now.
Yeah, you are still invisible.
Well, why don't you act first? Because you're the one they spotted. So.
True enough. See how many I can take out.
You know what I'll say is for the triumph, it's only. I'll move this guy over here. It's only the droid commander who has spotted you. He's sort of like, "Hey, what's that up there?" and brings out his binoculars and kind of, and it's kind of zooming in on you. So the other squads of droids haven't necessarily spotted you yet.
Okay. Can I scope in without him noticing me, you think?
Well, he's seen you, so whether you can scope in without alerting the other guys is another thing. So what do you want to do? Right now, he is actually only at medium range from you, too, by comparison. Sorry, no, he's at long range. Is that right? Short. Yeah, I think that's right.
This is the captain, right?
There's two of them, actually. There's one guy right up here, and there's one guy right down here. It's the one that's on top that has spotted Scoper. So what would you like to do, Jaden?
Question.
You have grenade.
Let's see.
What's that about, Steve?
I was thinking maybe I should grenade them.
Grenade him?
Yeah. Start things off with a bang.
Exactly.
I guess I'll just throw my gun over my cover and
Take a shot?
take a shot.
Okay. So the you got one free maneuver and you got one action. Do you want to spend your maneuver doing anything? Like your you got that I mean, you don't need to get beyond the range. What you can do is what does your true aim thing do again?
I'm trying to find where those went.
Those are at the bottom of the combat section. If you go in the combat tab, and then it's at the very bottom there. They're in.
Oh, there you go.
Mhm.
Well, I clicked on that one. It's hiding me. What am I looking for? True aim.
Mhm.
Once per round, may perform a true aim maneuver to gain benefits. Aiming and upgrade combat check twice.
Okay, that's really, really badass. So what it allows you to do is you get a blue from your attack from aiming, because normally when you aim, you get that. And then it also upgrades, which means one of your greens becomes a yellow. Or if you've got all yellows, you all gain an extra green. Yeah.
Okay. And that all does in one turn?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a maneuver to do that, because you have a maneuver and then your action would be taking the shot.
Let's do it.
Okay, so what you want to do, bud, is can you add a blue to your dice pool? You can add a blue and one upgrade on that side. I'll set the difficulty for the shot.
One upgrade.
So he is, let's see here.
So now I want to go to my skills. Or am I just going to the shot with the sniper?
Medium. So he's long range right now, is what he is.
Sniper mode, I guess. That's what I had jumped off the ship with, anyways. So.
Okay, and your scope will reduce the difficulty by 1.
Okay.
So you're going to add 1 blue, and then you're going to click 1 upgrade.
Yeah.
You will go down to your, let's see here. Scroll down.
To my sniper.
Yes, your sniper thing.
There.
Yep, and then you just click on the dice in the middle there, and then it'll, boom. Nice. 4 hits.
Damn.
Okay, so the damage of the sniper rifle is 15. Plus, you got 4 hits, so it's 19 against the droid commander. Let's see here. Now, you don't get to see this as a player. Let's see what happens. So 19. His soak is a 5. So it's actually what I think 18. It's a 14. 14. That's right. Thank you. Boom. So he is almost destroyed. It's kind of like staggering around. And yes, period. Unfortunately, you can't shoot again in that mode until the next round after that round. Okay, so there's a blaster bolt that almost blows this droid's head off. And then one of you other guys gets to go.
Well,
Go ahead, Steve.
No, I don't know who's a better shot. Maybe it doesn't matter. I guess. I better back him up.
Okay.
And then.
So, Steve, you got a maneuver and an action, and can also suffer 2 strain to gain another maneuver. But I think you have a talent that reduces when you get voluntary strain.
Or
am I wrong about that?
I think it's in. See here.
See here.
Resolve. When involved. Well, I will go run and at the droid too.
You gonna do sure what, Steve?
Run. There.
Let's see. Did your character move? Oh, so were you trying to ping somewhere?
Wait. Where are our guys?
Your guys are on the where your tokens are. You cannot run from extreme to short range in one round, though. And remember that you've got you're equipped with a weapon that's got, I think, a medium range. So
Right.
You may want to maybe just advance like one range band and then do a medium shot or do a shot with your weapon. Like, what was your thought on getting into the bunker? Why were you trying to get there?
Just to take cover. But I see.
Where you are, you currently have 2 black dice of cover because of intervening things. Remember, at extreme, you guys have 2 black dice of cover. At long, you have 1. At medium, none. And at short, none. Because it's pretty much like an open area around the bunker otherwise. But from where you guys are, you're sort of like,
Right.
Ducking between buildings or parked vehicles or whatever.
Right. And I do have sniper on my gun, right? Or do I? Yeah, well, I have a telescope, like optical sights.
Yeah, but you have to spend an action to put it into that mode. And in that mode, it can only be fired every second round.
Boo. All right. Maybe let's just take a shot then.
Yeah, your thing, Steve, is probably from your special. You're probably going to want to be using it in anti-armor and trying to use it to clear out minions.
Alrighty, anti-armor mode.
Yeah, you take a look at the anti-armor mode. The area or the
Okay.
blast on yours is higher. Like, you do more damage not only to the target you hit, but everyone around it too.
Okay.
Yeah, like you're the guy who makes boom go really boom.
Let's do it. You like it?
Okay, so current, I think. What's the range on that, Steve?
Yeah.
Is it is the medium or long? Medium. Okay, so you're going to need to get in closer because from where you are, it's basically you need to be like 1 range band away. So you need to be at basically you need to go from extreme to long. So you could use a maneuver to sort of run up a little bit, and then you could take a shot.
Sounds good.
Okay, so go ahead and move your token into long. Hey, beautiful. Okay. And let me set the difficulty for you, Steve. So difficulty is set, and we go right ahead and rock and roll.
What's up?
What'd you do? Whoa!
Holy dynamite.
Okay, so you got 3 advantage. Holy shit, Steve. Okay, so now blast. So that means that the target who are you trying to shoot here, Steve? Are you trying to hit the one of the droid squads, or are you trying to hit the commander?
Just say I was aiming for the squad.
Yes, good call. Okay, so
Right.
so you need to spend 2 advantage to trigger blast, and then that means all the rest of the members of that squad will take 9 damage.
And does that also take into account count my activate blast quality by 1?
Oh no, sorry, I did not take it into account. So that means, Steve, you can do trigger it with 1. You can also your weapon has breach, which I forgot about, which means that it reduces soak by 10. So basically, Steve, describe for us how those droids just explode.
I just like a sledgehammer. I sort of before I look at the droid, I kiss my gun, and the droids sort of look up in the air and then watch this shell fall down on top of them, and then they blow into smithereens.
Yeah. Hey, is that what you saw? And then whoa, the squad is just nothing but ruins now. Okay, so they get to go now. The droid commander.
Is he close enough to take damage from that?
Yeah, I'll say he does. So he also gets blown up. So there is what do you call it? You do have 1. Well, you can't really do much with 1 advantage. So yeah, so that nice shot, Steve. The other ones are these guys are going to make a perception check to see if they can spot where you are. And where am I here? Let's see here. I'll just use vigilance. Actually, I'm just going to adjust my dice pool here. Okay, so difficulty will be 2 plus 2 blacks plus 1. All right. Nope. The second group says, "Hey, where'd that come from?" And they can't see you, Steve. So you sort of you can picture that you sort of run up, you take an aim, and then boom, you fire the massive glowing like blaster shell that comes down and annihilates that squad of droids, and then you sort of duck back behind cover of maybe like a concrete or ferrocrete like planter for some trees that are growing out of it. I'm like, hey, where'd that come from? So now the droids get to go. So these ones are going to just kind of move along at the same range. They have been trying to keep an eye out, but haven't spotted you. These ones will, they're still going to be at short range here, but they're going to be moving up over here. And this droid commander is going to be moving up as well, too. So now, Jeff, what do you want to do? What does Beautiful do?
Beautiful. He is going to use his. Let me go back to my combat skills. His it's called Reign of Death.
Okay. Yeah. What does that do?
So I can perform. I can ignore auto fire.
Nice.
Normally, if you're using auto fire, it it triggers for every 2 advantage. You can trigger an extra hit, but it raises the difficulty by 1. And the rotary cannon can only be fired in auto fire.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, I can be at extreme, right?
Yes, you're at extreme. I mean, you actually don't you. There's some other modifier you got from.
I get a bonus at if I can add 3 damage to 1 hit of successful attack while using range heavy or gunnery skills at long or extreme range.
Yeah. So, which are you targeting then? Because this, from where you are, the ones in short range here, these guys, they are at what do you call it? They're at the extreme range, which would be.
So they have 2. I get 2 blacks to shoot at them.
No, you don't get any blacks because you have cover from them because the short and medium bands are sort of wide open areas. You guys have clear shots into them. It's just that the further away you are, the more things are obstructing you.
Okay, so do I just roll my rotary cannon then?
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm just going to set the difficulty is. Do you have anything that reduces the difficulty of extreme range?
Nothing that necessarily reduces the difficulty.
Okay, then you go right ahead and make your check. There are light side points as well too if you choose to spend any. What you got there, sweetie pie?
No, I won't use one on this first shot.
Okay. Oh, and did you want to aim as well? Because remember, you can use a maneuver.
Oh, what does aim do?
Gives you 1 blue for the roll.
Okay, I'll just roll 1 blue then.
Yeah, because right now you got a triumph, but not a hit.
How do you just roll that, actually? The one.
Yeah, I'll put my dice pool.
Endless fun for the whole family.
Oh, it's actually a failure.
No, that's only because there was purple dice in there. You would have rolled 2 extra advantage, so you would have got effectively a triumph, 3 advantage. So let me think here. You
So I didn't hit them, but I've done something that really screwed them up.
what do you think the triumph might be?
Let's say I've severely damaged the building itself.
Knock a hole.
Maybe it's like, what's that?
Knocked a hole in the side of it, maybe.
Maybe your shot went high and it hit that blaster cannon.
Oh.
Oh, that's not bad.
Okay, so you're firing this, and what do you call it? You hit that thing, and you maybe say over the what do you call it? Over the speakers. That's what I was aiming for.
Yeah. I took out the blaster cannon.
Okay. So yeah, there's sparks that fly out of that thing, and it seems to, it's got difficulty moving around now. So now it's top of the round again, guys. We have 2 players who get to go. Who wants to go?
Steve-O?
I think it's time to see if I can, and maybe I'll.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, but there's actually 2.
Yeah.
I'm within range where I am, so I'll pick the nearest group.
Okay, so that'd be the one I'm pinging right now.
Mad. Yeah, that's cool. Multi-layer.
Mm-hmm.
And then afterwards, I will use. Oh, it's a destiny point. Never mind. No, okay.
Okay. I have set the difficulty, Steve.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Where is it? Blasters.
So be the anti-armor mode is what you're using.
Oh. No.
Wow. Okay, so unfortunately it goes wide, but you've got 2 advantage, which could be used to give a blue to someone else.
Okay.
Or you could give a black to the target's next check. So do you want to knock them off balance? Or?
Let's do that. Let's hitting nearby them.
Okay.
Black.
Nice. Okay. So you duck up from, or you sort of wait, and then duck up from behind that the planter again, and fire another round through the foliage, which wham slams into the ground, sort of scattering them, not actually unfortunately injuring them, but scatters them a little bit. So they're sort of, it rattles them such that their shots are going to go a little wild next round. Who wants to go next? Either Scoper or Beautiful?
Beautiful.
What's that?
You want this one?
The Scoper sniper rifle is cycling right now.
Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah, I can take another shot.
Yeah. Actually, that's fucking cool. So it's like that dude. So you fire, you're kind of like, and going back up again.
Yeah, I'll just make another roll, even though I missed last time.
It won't wait for. I forgot because you did true aim. Didn't that do plus? Did the free upgrade, not plus damage? It's his thing.
Is the dice pool correct, Kev?
So you're gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fire again.
Okay.
I do have the damage buff.
Ready to go now. Yeah, that's included already.
No, like the that plus 20.
Bam! Oh my gosh!
See if I can find it.
Oh, plus 20%. Yeah. How bad was it? Oh no!
One threat.
So once again, kind of hitting against. So it's bucking so much that it's actually causing you 2 points of strain.
Okay.
Wait, no, one point of strain. I think. Hold on. I think it's only one. Yeah, one strain.
Okay. Yeah, I've marked it.
So you come on like, get down, and you're still fighting with a barrel, which is just like, just a barrage or rain of red blaster bolts that are striking against the side of the thing. One of the droids like, we're under attack. The Republic is here.
Scoper chuckles over the intercom and says, "Who brought the landscaper?"
Okay, so that means the droids get to go.
Hey, okay.
So
Hey.
these droids will have seen you now, Steve-O.
Yeah.
These guys here.
Right.
So they will, let's see here. I got to modify my dice pool, so they're going to get one black. Range. And like there he is. Oh, and you get one black because of cover as well. Oh yeah, remember, Steve? Sorry, I should have mentioned as well. Because you, what do you call it? Because you didn't do any other maneuvers, you could have spent that time aiming, and added another blue to the dice pool.
Back in Bomb Berlin.
No, you can't go back and bomb Berlin.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you did come close, I guess. Okay, so let's see what they do. So they open fire. Nothing. So, but I'm going to return the favor. So, as much as they turn and start firing their blaster rifles at you, and it's sort of like churning. The tree explodes into flinders. The leaves are being chewed away. You can hear bits of the ferrocrete being chipped away as the blaster bolts hit. But it doesn't hit you. Unfortunately, they've kind of got like suppressing fire working on you, so you're going to have a black on your next action.
That's how it is.
Okay. Next is so they've gone. These guys are going to try and fire at extreme range. I'm sure that will work out amazingly well for them. So there's two. You got two black for your cover there, Jeff, and it's 4 purples for extreme range. They will take aim, so they're gonna get one blue, and then this droid commander says, "Focus your fire on him. Take down that repeating cannon or repeating blaster." He seems to be able to further boost their effectiveness, and they take fire.
Question.
Yeah.
When we take down commanders, does it drop the IQ of the squads in the area?
Effectively, what it does is it robs the droid commanders, mechanically speaking, have an ability to make the minions more effective, make the other guys more effective. So exactly. So if you take them down, then that's a really effective way of wiping.
Dropping the droid crew stats.
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. So the they unfortunately don't fire, and actually one of them manages to clip the shoulder of another one. So they're hey, watch your fire, friendly fire, says the droid. But and they do not connect. There is a single. One second here. I'm going to put them out here. Let's see here. There's a single battle droid that kind of comes out of this roof over here and seems to maybe determined to go and repair this. What do you call it? The turret. So he's just got on the roof right now. You know that because he's got a little box of like Star Wars type tools with him. Row, 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 row. So that is their action. These guys are going to come around this side here, and they fired. Everyone's done. So your round. What are you doing?
My sniper has to recharge one round. You said
That's right. Yeah, I can only fire.
Shoot it.
You can still do another action. Like you don't have to do anything to do that. It just needs to cycle through.
Now that Beautiful's drawn all the aggro off of the droids, am I then unnoticed again?
They've not. It's not necessarily that they don't notice you. You could use an action to try and hide, because there's plenty of cover around. It's just that they don't seem to be focusing their attention on you. It's the, big, scary clone trooper with the giant rotary cannon who is, getting their attention right now.
You said there was a mechanic going to fix the blaster cannon?
Yes.
Is that little guy there?
That's a little guy in the middle there. Yeah, I'll
Gotcha.
ping him here. Yeah.
I'm guessing he's got like a quarter of the health a commando does.
Compared to the battle droids, he's a battle droid, another B1 battle droid, just like you see on these their tokens. But I mean, those things they're built for volume, not for durability.
Yeah. Okay.
They make what do you call it? They make stormtroopers look like they're tough, like old nickel states.
So to shoot off my pistol, do I have to pull it out?
That would be free. I'll let you break. Yeah.
Okay. And if I were to want to shoot him with said pistol, I'd have to be in at least long range, correct?
Well, what's the range of your pistol? Is it short?
It's medium.
Short is
Do I have to
medium.
be in the black square.
Well, remember you can up to 2 ranges.
What's that ability?
You have the ability.
One.
Is it only 1?
Let me check here.
I thought it was 1, but it goes up by the difficulty goes up by 1 for each range increment. So.
Oh. Sharpshooting. Once we're on the nope. The accuracy and damage here.
It's the top one.
Sniper shot?
I think so.
A non-throw range attack may perform a sniper shot maneuver to increase the weapon's range by up to 2 range bands.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it goes up. Difficulty goes up by 1 for each one.
Per range. Okay.
Yeah. So what you could do is, because you're extreme right now.
It's got medium, so that means I can shoot to the medium square, correct?
No, that means that you could shoot to effectively 2. Yeah, you sort of like inverse this. Short, free. This would be short as anyone in this range with you.
Right.
Medium, long,
expert.
extreme. So he's at extreme right now.
So I could shoot him in extreme if I were to.
Yep.
Take 2 extra black dice.
Yep. Well, not 2 extra black. It increases the difficulty.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it'd be basically 2 reds you'd be rolling against.
Why not?
Okay, let me set the difficulty here. So
Blaster
2 reds you're rolling against. Guys, you guys are more experienced with the system than Jaden is. Do you have any suggestions about the use of the Destiny pool for this shot?
Like if he should?
Yeah.
If it's an important shot,
What that does is it gives you
I would. Go for it.
It is only for the mechanic.
Oh, it's a mechanic going for the blaster cannon turret.
You think it's worth it?
Oh. I don't know how fast he can repair, but yeah, it might be worth it because that thing could do a lot of damage to us.
Yeah. Go for it.
Take him out.
Okay, so I'm going to click one. I'll include your free upgrade for you. So you're good to go. So just click on your.
Do I have to click to use light side point then?
Yes. Yep. Look at that. Boom. Does that work?
There we
Yep.
go.
There we go.
And then
Nice.
yeah.
I mean, it's the big one. This was sniper mode you're going for, right?
No, I'm using my blaster pistol.
Blaster. You're right. Yeah. Sorry, bud. Okay, go ahead.
Sniper's recharging.
all right.
Whoa!
Holy shit.
Okay, so
Jesus.
it does 7 damage, and it has you did 3 extra, so it's 10 in total, plus 4 advantage, which means you could trigger a critical, and your critical shot, you get plus 20 with yours because of your deadly
Lethal blows.
lethal blows. Yeah.
Shit.
So here's other things you could do with that much advantage. You could.
Do I blow through the droid's face?
You could.
And then the shot ricochets off another piece of metal through an important part of the blaster cannon?
It's not quite. It's not a triumph. A triumph would allow you to do something like that.
Gotcha.
But what 3 you could do is when dealing damage, you could have the attack disable the opponent or one piece of gear rather than dealing wounds or strain. So, for instance, you could just destroy his tools, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Instead of that you wouldn't do damage to him, but you would just annihilate his tools.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So you this will describe for us what happens there.
Let's say he leaves the sniper behind for a second. No, he skids the sniper across the floor, runs along, takes a diving shot, and shoots the blaster pistol off.
No, you don't, you clanker.
Zipping past the commando's head, taking out the tools. Bits of hammer and wrenches and pieces go flying.
So we can kind of picture the droid continues to run along to the, on his next turn to the blaster thing, and then kind of goes to set his toolkit down and finds only a handle left. It's like, hey. Okay, so that is everyone for the round. Top of the round. Who, 2 PCs get to go. Who would like to go?
Oh, let's blow somebody up.
Do it.
Certainly top of the bang.
Okay, let me. What do you do, Steve-O?
Let's hit these guys again.
Okay, sweet. Let me set the difficulty for you. And you remember you've got. I've put your black in there for you, Steve.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so then otherwise you're good to go.
Alrighty, and here we go. Boom.
Whoa, man. Okay, so you do 11 points of damage to the first guy. So the one is annihilated. All the rest of them are fucking blown up as well. Because of the breach quality of your thing, it ignores their armor, and these things are not really, as I said, like they're built for quantity, not quality. So the what do you call it? As you sort of fire the other shot, they all again look up and like, oh no, and boom, all of them are annihilated. What do you want to do with your triumph and your advantage?
Let's see here. Well, advantage, I will. Well, let's just say that it threw up such a mushroom cloud that it obscures the sight of the droids behind it. And then let's give a black to them, or 2 maybe.
Well, you can do something even better than that. With a triumph, you could upgrade the difficulty of some other characters. So like the other droids, you could upgrade their difficulty. So like a purple would become a red on their next action.
Sure.
Or you could upgrade an allied character's next check. Or you could do something vital like shooting the controls to a nearby blast doors to steal them shut, or something. If you think of some really cool, positive, or beneficial thing that would help you as well.
Well, what about blowing a hole in a wall that stands between us? Is there one?
I don't think you can. There's not a wall between you guys, but there are these doors here.
Right.
Doors that you're going to need to get into somehow. So, do you want to maybe, can you think of some way why that would, why those doors would come open?
Let's say there's when the shell came down on the droids, there was essentially a concrete sort of medium there. They got blown backwards, and it went right through the doors and then blew them open.
Well, it can't blow them open because it's just like these are blast doors. They're designed to do that. But what could happen would be like maybe they're like, oh no, send reinforcements, and then boom, they get blown up, and then that is the doors open up to try and like deploy reinforcements.
Interesting. I like that.
Okay, so those doors open up. Who wants to go next then? It can be Scoper, or it can be Viper, or Beautiful rather.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Moving.
Okay, so you maneuver to get in.
And same attack, like using the blaster cannon.
Okay.
Again.
Adjust your difficulty. Okay, you are good to roll.
Boom. Holy crap.
Oh, jeez. That is, dice have not been with you tonight so far. So
No,
again,
not at all.
another point of strain, unfortunately. So So let's go ahead and add another point of strain for you.
Hey, Jeff, you have any abilities that allow you to re-roll?
No,
Shucks.
I don't know.
Scoper does.
Oh, does he? Nice.
Yeah, once per round. Oh, you know what, Steve? So you used your triumph to get those doors open. Did you tell me that you wanted to give Beautiful a blue with 2 of those other advantage?
Didn't I say that? I thought I said that.
I thought I heard you say that. So Beautiful. Why don't you go ahead and roll a blue and see what happens? Gotta take a break.
Oh, well, it would have canceled out the threat and switched it to advantage.
Advantage. Okay. So in which case you could recover that other strain. You could spend 1 of those advantages to recover strain.
Sure.
So you sort of like grit your teeth and like, come on, and you shake off the whatever strain that you suffered or injury you suffered from the first bucking. Okay, so then they go, and then Scoper will go. So this little guy, once again, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Excuse me, because you guys are in closer now. There we go. So these battle droids will once again take a aim at. I got 2 squads, so one squad will charge forward and fire at what's his name, Viper. Let me adjust the dice pool here. Bless you.
Thank you.
So they're at medium range. You guys have 1 cover. So you got 1 black. Any other modifiers I need to know about there, Steve-O?
Sorry?
Any other modifiers for them shooting you that I need to know about?
Well, I do have my, what are they shooting me with?
Blaster rifles.
In that case, no.
Was it Guns of Healing Tonic? Because
no, was it?
okay, so you got blasted with 1, 2, 3, 4 hits with their blaster rifle.
Ooh.
So I'm just gonna roll this so I can see what the things are. They did hit without. Okay, so 4. So you guys can see the stats of the stuff.
Wait. So I can actually, sorry, I misread it. So I can spend a destiny point to perform a move maneuver as an incidental to attempt to move into cover or out of the blast range of a weapon or explosion. Does that sound applicable?
He's just going to the washroom.
Oh,
I believe that would work.
sounds like it. And what maneuver would I do? Run for life.
All the way, yeah.
Sorry, Steve, I had to step away for a sec. I think that ability only works on weapons with the blast feature, though, or blast quality.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, these ones don't. So, unfortunately, so you were hit for 13 points of damage.
38 points of damage. All right.
Yeah, so then just make sure you reduce your soak. Reduce that by your soak, which is 6.
Well, 6, right.
Yep. And
7.
here's another feature that your Katarn armor has, guys, that I forgot to mention, is you got this thing that holds, it holds 2 stim packs worth of Bacta. And as a maneuver, you can activate it, and it just turns, fills you up with Bacta. So you heal 6 on the first and 5 on the second.
Cool.
Good old Bacta. Okay, so that's the first one, and then against you, Jeffrey. Let's see here. I think it's the same difficulty. So let's take a shot.
Because I'm invincible.
Because you're invincible?
Yeah.
You are. Unfortunately, I got a triumph and a strain and 3 hits. So what I'm going to do is I'll use the triumph to trigger a critical hit, and I'll use the 3 hits so the 3s are damage. So you take 12 points of damage, and you take a critical hit as well. So why don't you open up your character sheet?
Wait. Oh, I was supposed to do that after I was hit before I took damage.
What were you trying to do?
Oh, I was going to use that. There is no destiny. Oh, yeah, there is. I can increase my soak by 3.
I'm going to assume that that's something that you can do. What's that ability called?
Heroic resilience.
Heroic resilience. Okay. That's either in here or it is in.
Well, I guess I do have a soak of 9.
Yeah, actually, but with 3, you could take no damage from that, which would be pretty badass. Let's see here. Heroic resilience, right? Heroic fortitude? No, heroic resilience. Give me a sec. I know which book it's in. Oh. So each of you guys was built as a different career out of the Age of Rebellion game, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Jeff, you're playing a soldier with the heavy specialty. Steve, you're playing a engineer with the saboteur specialty, and Jaden, you're playing a soldier with the sharpshooter specialty.
Nice.
Okay, so heroic resilience. Immediately after being hit by a successful combat check, but before damage is calculated, you may spend 1 destiny point to increase your soak by a number equal to your ranks in resilience. So it's what is it, 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you want to? So you could do that if you like.
I am, just because I said I was invincible before you tried to shoot me.
That's true. Yeah, absolutely. So you take no damage, but you take the critical hit though. So I will get you to open up your character sheet. Go to the critical hit tab.
Critical injuries. Roll critical.
Those are no fun.
Scattered sense is cool. Remove all boost dice from all skill checks until the end of the encounter. Whew. So you sort of rattled, like you didn't take. That's thematically really fucking cool too. So you kind of rattled your bell, or rang your bell, I guess. Rattled your cage and rang your bell. I'm mixing metaphors. So it really rang your bell, but it didn't actually injure you.
Nice.
And then this little guy goes running forward and says, "What are you doing? Take him down!" And he's gonna try and shoot you because he's like that. It'll be same difficulty. So let's see how he does. Bam. Oof. So he unfortunately his gun is kind of going wild, so he takes some damage from it. But you are hit by him for 13. What do you call it? Not 13. Yeah, 13 points of damage. Now,
Wow.
was your ability? So did it raise till the end against that hit, or till the end of the turn? Did it raise your resilience?
Let me just go back to it. It literally just says.
Yeah, it just says to increase
By 3.
Yeah, so I'm going to say it's only for. You know what? I'll say for the purpose today, it's equal to the end of the round because it is spending a light side point. So like that's a significant expenditure. Okay, so you're hit, and so your resilience right now is a 12.
So I take 1
point of damage. That's right. And this little guy goes running over to the turret, and then he notices that his things have been blasted away. So, okay, then it goes to Scoper. What do you want to do?
Luckily, it wasn't on the face, guys.
think I'm gonna try and shoot that other commando out.
The trooper or the commander? Yep.
Grab my sniper and drop it back on my cover.
Okay.
And let's see here. What do I want to use this time? Oh, so I can use true aim again.
You can, absolutely.
Whoa.
So you'll have to incur 2 strain to take an extra maneuver because you're sort of grabbing that weapon up, and then you're using a maneuver. So, or is it free to? Do you guys remember? Is it a free action to draw a weapon, or is it a maneuver? I think it's a maneuver, isn't it?
I don't know.
Because Steve, you've got that ability for Oscar that's a quick draw, right? I can't remember if you needed to spend a maneuver to draw a weapon or not.
You spend some.
Yeah, it's a maneuver. So, so you would have to incur 2 strain to that, Jaden. So, if you want to add 2 strain to your token, the guys know this too. But you may notice when you adjust your token, it automatically adjusts the character sheet too. So you'll see where you're suffering strain. Excuse me.
Okay. So,
guys, Emmy has a tradition on every alternate Friday as well. It's she destroys a new toy on while we game. Something
This one's not squeaky.
It's your baby.
Yeah, seriously, those the squeaky one from last week last time was pretty crazy.
Oh man.
Okay. Oh, sorry, Jane. I'll set your difficulty here. You're shooting the droid commander, right?
yep.
So you're using your let's see here.
Gain benefits of aiming and upgrade combat check.
Okay, so you're extreme, which means it'll be a 3, and you're.
I get a double upgrade on that.
What's the second upgrade from?
It says once per round may perform the true aim maneuver to gain aim benefits and upgrade combat check twice.
Upgrade it twice? Holy shit. Yes, yep, absolutely. Holy crap. Well, that's because you got 2 levels in true aim, that's why. That is badass.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
And sniper shot too.
Okay. Sniper shot you're not going to use because remember that doesn't get extends the range of your weapon.
No, I'm just saying I have two in that one as well.
Oh, 2 in that one as well. Yeah. Okay, cool. So the dice pool's ready for you. You go ahead and make your check when you need to.
Triple upgrade, double upgrade.
Actually, hold up. There's one more thing you get. It's because you're aiming. Okay. Go ahead.
Sniper fire. Did I not hit it? Oh, connection. There we go.
Whoa. Okay, so there's three threat there, but you do 20 points of damage to it.
I did 3 different rolls.
Oh, okay, I just went with a.
You see all 3 of them?
One's got double. Holy shit.
The first one?
Yeah, well, I'm fine with. They're all amazing. I mean, you've got one where you did 18 points of damage, one where you rolled 18 damage and 2 triumphs, and one where you rolled 20 damage and 3 threat. So I think the happy medium is the first one you rolled. 18 damage, which means that droid, how does that droid commander explode?
Yeah. Let's say chicken with his head cut off.
Yeah.
Shoots his head off and then just kind of waddles around for a second or 2 until he falls over.
So you could use impose a penalty on some other guys around them. So like what you could say is as his head gets blown off, he keeps firing his blaster rifle, but he's sort of falling and spinning as he does. So it sort of rattles the other battle droids, so they'll suffer an upgrade in the difficulty for their next shot.
Let's do it.
Okay. So boom, this it's exactly what happened. So once again, another droid commander has his head blown off, and it rattles the other two droids. So now we're at the top of the round again, guys. Who would like to go first? We've got two PCs get to go.
Beautiful is very.
What's that,
Well,
Steve?
you can go ahead, Steve.
Well, they're nice and close together. Maybe it's a good time to blast them.
Try and blast them? Works for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. I like the impact radius. Okay, so let me set the difficulty for you, Steve. You know what? I'll start spending some of my dark side. I'll use a dark side point to upgrade the difficulty of that.
All right.
And you go ahead.
Get it like a 10. Rock and roll.
Whoa, despair.
See. Interesting.
So, okay, so what happens is you go over and boom, you fire again. And so it's 11 points of damage to the first guy, which is going to annihilate 2 of the droids because these guys are minions. And then you can trigger the blast twice, I'll say. So basically, Steve, you can wipe out all of those.
It's massive, and it creates just a hurricane of debris.
Yeah. Okay, so wow, you sort of like, unfortunately, here's where the despair is, Steve, is you're sort of, firing away at these things, and it's like, shot after shot, you're like, ah, shit, it's empty. So you do empty basically your clip taking those things out. You do have one spare clip, but that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, for the rest of the encounter.
Yeah, so despairs are not. That's how. It's funny because we've never had this come up in our regular Star Wars game. In a year of playing, we haven't had anyone roll a despair in combat that has resulted in them being out of ammo.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I like it.
Yeah. Okay, so you're out of ammo, but you got a reload. So you've used up your reload now. Did you?
Sorry.
Go ahead, Steve. You still got a maneuver if you like.
I can switch to my rifle then, sure.
Well, no, you don't switch to the rifle. Steve, if you're out of ammo, it's out of ammo in all modes. They all draw from. It's the same weapon that just you sort of like you turn some things and you expand the scope or whatever, and then it changes. Yeah, from one to another. So you got but you still have one extra clip. So you're using your extra clip now. But if you run out of ammo again, that means you've got no more ammo for this thing. Unless, I guess, someone else gives you their clip or their spare.
Right, okay.
If one of you other guys wants to insert some smart-ass thing about, hey, you got to learn to conserve ammunition, you can feel free to do that.
I don't feel like Beautiful's in the position to be making any comments about people's shooting.
After he re-landscaped the area.
He has yet to hit anything.
Watch the venom.
Originally.
Okay. So, Steve, did you want to move from medium to it costs 2 maneuvers to move from long to medium. So this is something I fucked up from last round. To move from extreme to long costs you 2. From long to medium costs you 2. Medium to short costs 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go to medium and I'll take a strain.
Okay. For the purpose of this encounter, don't worry about it, Steve, because we'll just remember that for the next encounter. And so you've got, unless you want to take a strain to change clips.
Oh, well, I thought.
Because basically, like, you would need to spend a maneuver to change the clip.
Right.
So your second maneuver would be the strain.
Sure.
Okay, so you've reloaded. Those doors are open. So that means, well, actually, there's no other droids that are here right now. We have one other PC who goes before the NPCs go. Who'd like to go, guys? Scoper or Beautiful?
Well, everyone I see is dead, So go. If you have an action, go ahead.
There's
I'm
just
just gonna move.
yeah, just the guy on the top.
Should I shoot him?
Sure, finish him off.
Oh yeah. Let me fire up the old sniper setting
Okay.
to use my blaster pistol to take him out.
Okay. So once again, you set this aside. So it's a maneuver to get the blaster pistol out, and then you're using another maneuver. So it'll cost you 2 strain to do the second maneuver to use your sniper shot. And then the difficulty, let me set that for you. So the way it works, Jaden, is you get 1 free maneuver each round, and also an action. You can trade the action for another maneuver, or you could spend 2 strain and get another maneuver. So your difficulty set. You go ahead and make your shot. Boom. Nice. So that is 9 damage, which actually destroys him.
Hey.
So you what do you call it? You once again, take the shot, close the one eye, and you're like, phew. This little blaster bolt comes down. So basically, from seeing it from the droid's perspective, he sort of gets there and he's like, "Hey, what's happened?" And then phew, his head's blown open by a blaster bolt, and he falls down in a heap. So that is one other thing down. Okay, so that is you two. Now there's one more gets to go. So as you guys are getting in closer there, you've got the best vantage from where you sort of position yourself there, Steve.
Okay.
You can hear a pa-chank, 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 pa-chank of something moving from inside the darkness of the bunker.
I make a hand signal to the guys. Look out.
Okay. Let me show you what is coming here. So pa-chank, pa-chank, this thing continues to approach. Actually sounds like kind of like a almost like a staccato of if you were to take what do you call it? Like railway ties or not ties. If you were to take like a big rebar and kind of like drum it against the ground, that's sort of what you would. And you had like a choir of like 16 people doing that. That's what you would hear, and you're horrified, Steve, when you see 2 of these come stomping out, trunk, 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 from inside the what do you call it? The bunker. Trunk, 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 trunk. There's 1, and trunk, 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 2.
Very good.
Okay. So Brent just joined us on Roll20, so I'm assuming he's going to be on Google Plus momentarily, which means that you guys will have a 4th squad member to assist you in this.
Oh, yeah.
Good timing.
So the crab droids guys are about they're lower than man size. They're a little bit higher than your waist, maybe close to your armpit is where the legs are on the thing. I can share the picture again with you guys so you know. But you're able to, like, there's that scene in Revenge of the Sith where like a clone trooper is able to hop up on its head and kind of shoot it down. So they're not like where the head is. While those like legs go up pretty high, the head is actually only probably about maybe 3.5 or 4 feet tall, like low enough for you to be able to hop on. Let me send a quick invite to Brent again to make sure he's got the Google Plus invite. Here we go. Oh yeah, we don't have the benefit of having Dave's computer to log Brent in. So while we're waiting for Brent to sort this out, his clone commando is making his way around. That was their action. Now it is Beautiful's turn. What do you want to do?
Well, I shall open fire on these wonderful crab droids.
Okay.
I will
So-
aim.
These things are not minions, incidentally. There are two. There's just two of them, but there are two of them.
So I'm aiming.
Okay.
You ready?
Well, let me. Did you include your blue?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let me think here. You are at long range right now from them. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I think there are no other penalties right now. So you go ahead.
Finally!
Nice. Wait, hold on. Where? Wrong one. Whoa! Triumph.
Yay!
So you're blasting away with this thing. Yeah, wow. So you're doing 17 points of damage to this thing. These things have got pretty heavy armor, but what do you want to spend your your hail of fire though is certainly doing a lot of damage to it. What do you want to spend your triumph on? What's your pitch for that? So you could get a critical hit if you want, or you could.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a critical hit on the one that I hit.
Nice. Okay, so let's see what he gets. Do you have any modifiers for your criticals?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Fearsome wound. Increased difficulty of all presence and willpower checks by 1 difficulty. So that kind of does nothing. Let's roll again because I don't think the droid will really. Flip 1 light destiny to dark.
Yes.
So that would be the reverse. So what's the moralize, like the thing that sort of reinforces your the what do you call it? The morale of your troops here. What does Beautiful
Just
say?
that Beautiful's finally got this thing rolling. I think it's just he's taking all these shots. He's not really hitting anything, and finally he's just got this thing in his sights.
Does he have a name for his rotary cannon?
Does he have a name for it?
I sort of picture him saying, "That's right, whatever."
Yeah. He calls it the mess.
The mess. That's right. The mess is warmed up now, and it's just this crab droid, which seemed to be so fearsome as it stalked out. It's just like being pelted and sort of knocked to the side by the barrage of fire coming down on it. Did you? Sorry, did that didn't include the what's the thing that does bonus damage? Is that barrage?
Oh. No, that's yeah, barrage. Sorry, yeah, it is barrage.
So is that thing that at long or extreme it does extra damage?
Yeah.
Okay, so hold up. Then I actually might have. Yeah, so actually, you know what? You do an extra 3 points of damage to it, which I might actually destroy it. Yeah, it's fucking destroyed.
Oh, wow, nice.
Yes. Just missing it. It gets out and just kind of falls down in a heap, and then just keeps it's a smoldering, scrap heap of what do you call it? Of metal and gears now. So who wants to go next? Oh, so that was the end of the round. Now it's top of the round. We have 2 PCs going. I don't know what's going on with Brent though.
Scare the mech at all? Or the crab droid?
The other one, no. Sorry? It does not. No, it doesn't demoralize him.
Hey. Drop it. Drop it. Sit. Emmy. Emmy.
Okay.
I think it's time for more refreshment.
I think you should get a beer, yeah.
Emmy.
Oop, hold on.
Black Panther mug.
What's his name? Drew got me that for my birthday.
That's sweet.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about the fucking thing though.
Badass.
Okay, so I'm sending invites to Brent again to try and sort out the Google Plus issue. Okay, so sorry guys, who wants to go next? Either Viper or well, actually, because Scoper, your sniper will have recharged now. But I think that from where you are right now, you don't really have an angle on him.
Yeah, pretty far and like cut around the building.
Yeah.
I can move over to spin my movement to get over to beautiful there.
Yes, yeah. Also, that would be a maneuver to get over there.
Yeah.
So then you could do I know you would need to spend an extra maneuver to pick up the rifle. But if you're not going to shoot this turn, you could pick up the rifle and then run.
Sure.
Do we get Brent now? Hey,
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so being by myself, I'm in the basement. I've got Roll20 on my desktop and Hangouts on my laptop. The reason why nothing's popping up for Roll20 is I don't have a camera or mic hooked up to Roll20 or to my desktop.
Yeah, that's fine, Brent. Okay, so
Okay.
give us a moment here. We will what do you call it? I'll bring you. You know what? Here, why don't we take this, guys? We'll take a 5-minute break here. So if anyone needs to take a bio break or grab refreshments, you can do that. I'll get Brent up to speed as to what he's playing and where we are.
You don't have to interrupt anything in the middle of something for me.
No, we're not, Brent. It's actually a perfect timing right now. Anyway, this is sort of we need to take a moment here anyway. So, okay. So Brent, what we're playing tonight is an adventure called Raiders of the Lost Arcology. And you guys are playing Clone Commandos.
Nice.
So, Brent, you have a choice of playing right now. Jaden is playing a sniper specialist named Scoper. Jeff is playing a heavy weapons trooper named Beautiful. And Steve-O is playing a demolitions expert named Viper. You have a choice of playing either the sergeant or the trooper. So the sergeant will have some abilities to motivate his allies and stuff like that. The trooper will be sort of a generalist and melee type guy. Which of them appeals to you?
You know what? I will try the leader. I haven't played anything like that so far in the system.
So, Brent, all clone commandos have a call sign that they operate by. What is your call sign?
Well, obviously it's we're in the Clone Wars era.
Yep. So the guys, remember the guys so far are Viper, Beautiful, and Scoper.
Well, obviously this should be Blackbird.
Blackbird. Oh, I love that. Oh, you know what though, Brent? It can't be Blackbird because Blackbird's not a clone commando.
Oh, okay.
Remember, at this point, Blackbird is probably crashed on on a planet somewhere. But I love what you're thinking about it, and I will remind you guys that this is a war story session, which means these guys exist in the same canon as our ongoing campaign. So not for nothing, this may not be the last you see of these folks. So anyway, but Brent, what do you think?
Okay, give me a second to pop up with a name.
Sure. Brent, how about Crasher?
Did we crash somewhere?
No, but I'm thinking you're the party crasher in that you're late to the party.
Okay, fine, that works.
Okay. The crasher is taking his sweet time once again while you guys assault the where is it here? We go. Oh, hold on. All players. Yep. And Dash, you now have control over Crasher. If you could please take a look on your the combat tab You scroll down, that'll tell you what your talents are.
Okay.
Your weapons, Brent, as a clone commando, you have your two main weapons are a blaster pistol, which is really not anything super special, and the DC-17 interchangeable weapon system. What that thing can do is, as an action, you can change it from a sniper rifle to a blaster rifle to a anti-armor like grenade launcher.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. You also wear the Katarn armor, which is like a really souped-up clone trooper's armor that is equipped with Bacta dispensers, which can effectively, as a maneuver, you can use 1 or 2 stim packs automatically. It also is equipped with telescopic like electro binoculars. It's got like dark sight type stuff as well, and you've got a vibro punch dagger in your in one of your hands as your melee weapon. And Crasher's talents. Let me see here. Oh, where are we here? Okay, you're on the wrong tab. You want to be under combat.
Okay.
So where I put you now, that is your talents are, let's see, your field commander. Take the field commander action, make an average leadership check. 8 allies may immediately suffer 1 strain to perform 1 free maneuver. And if you roll a triumph, they may suffer 1 strain and perform a free action instead. Bodyguard, once per round, perform the bodyguard maneuver to guard an engaged character. You suffer up to 2 strain until it basically upgrades the attacks against them by that number.
Okay.
Once per session, you can re-roll a cool or leadership check. Once per round, you can perform a sidestep maneuver, suffer 2 strain, and upgrade the difficulty of incoming ranged attacks by the same amount. So kind of like dodge. And coordinated assault. Take the coordinated assault maneuver. 3 engaged allies add 1 advantage, so 1 blue dice, to combat checks until the beginning of the next turn.
Okay, got it.
And that's your dude in a nutshell.
Awesome.
Okay. So, and let me quickly grab Crasher's token there, Brent, and I'll, so Brent, why don't you tell us in canon, what happened is you guys have just been inserted onto, this is the, I'll move you quick over to this map here. This is Cato Nemoidia. These are bridge cities that are built up above the raging waters below. You guys have infiltrated here because there's a giant ion cannon that is preventing the space forces from landing. So you guys have been inserted to get control of this bunker, use it to access the ion control, and shut down that gun. So what's that? You guys were inserted using a assault shuttle, and which, incidentally, guys, I forgot to mention, was shot down immediately after you guys disembarked. Those droid fighters took it out. So far our guys have been have taken out like 3 or 4 squads worth of troopers and or of droids rather, and they just saw the big front doors open and a okay, Brian, so your token is at the bottom of the screen right now.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see.
You see, okay, so, and you should have full control over that. Okay, so why has Crasher come in where he's come in? Is he was it part of his strategy to to flank or something like that, or what's your thought? Oh, another thing you've got, Brent, is a repulsor assisted grapple thing. So effectively, you can use a like a grapple gun to like scale buildings and shit like that. You guys, I'm gonna say you come in extreme range right now.
Okay, where am I in relation to the other guys?
Well, you tell me. So you should be able to see where the other guys are on the map. Let me move you up here, Brent. I'll put you right there. So maybe this is part. Well, was this part of your long-term strategy?
Yeah, I had sent in the troops ahead. There was I was giving a report to superiors about the position and requesting extra support for this mission. I unfortunately, due to timing, they had to go in a bit and do recon.
Right, you can't. You guys are commandos. You're not able to call in. You guys are the ones who are supposed to go in and get the job done.
He sent these guys in while he had to set demolitions at another location. He didn't want to break up the group any further, so he went solo.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, so that'll draw some of the droid troops or some of the other troops away from the garrison in the in the ion cannon. That's awesome. Unfortunately, because you're late to the party, as Crasher usually is, you did as party crashers are wont to do. You brought friends with you. Honey, settle down. So it'd be friends you brought with you. Brent, are two squads of commando droids. And so they are currently at extreme range. You guys are facing these things. The crab droids that are coming out of the bunker, and you hear over the comms Crasher's voice. And he says, all right, boys, I'm coming in and I'm bringing friends with me. So, Brent, why don't you roll a cool check for me, please, for Crasher.
All right.
Let me clear the dice pool as well. I forgot to. So we'll ignore the, let's see, ignore the threats. Awesome. So you guys have now, with a triumph, not only will I allow you guys to have one more, one more initiative slot before the bad guys. Brent, what's your pitch for what awesome situation you're bringing in with you?
Okay, so I've got 2 squads of commando droids.
There's 2 squads of commando droids coming in with you, yeah.
Okay. Maybe that's where I was too, was, making sure all these, the droids are ready.
Well, remember, these are not on your side.
The cavalry's here. Let's finish these guys off.
The commando droids are not on your side. You know that, right?
Yeah.
But you know what, Brent? You needed to draw those things off anyway. You knew that there were these commando droids were out in the city as well. As soon as the landing happens, they can't have these, if they land Republic troops, they can't have these commando droids going around taking out, other troops. So this was part of the plan all along.
All right.
You're going to draw these guys in. So, because if they landed like the normal troops, normal clone troopers against these things would not end well. So right. This was part of your plan. You're, killing 2 birds with 1 stone effectively.
Okay.
Okay. So that's your awesome thing. And how do you think that, what I'll do, guys, is because of that, I'll give you guys all a free upgrade on your first attack against the commando droids. Nice. So Crasher is sort of racing in such a way that he's drawing them exactly into the, the funneled zone of destruction that you guys had planned. Does that sound good, Brent?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Sweet. Okay, so then we'll just start at the top of the round. Fresh here, guys. We have Scoper, Crasher, Viper, and Beautiful, who any 3 of you guys can act before the droids. So who would like to go?
I would like to act first, if that's okay with everyone else.
By all means.
Okay. And then I will use coordinated assault.
Okay. So everyone gets a free blue on their next action.
Nice.
How does that manifest, Brent? What do you say?
All right, boys. Let's take out these clankers. Line them up and take out the commando droids. And that's what he says without all the and ums thrown in. It sounded more leader.
Beautiful. And you still have an action, and you can spend 2 strain to get another maneuver if you like.
All right. So am I in the same range band as the
Yeah.
commando droids, or are they like an extreme away from me?
No, they're in close from you. All those ranges are relative to the bunker. So,
Okay.
that's because it costs you 2 maneuvers to go from extreme to long, and then from long to medium, and then 1 for each of the other 2.
Okay, so I'll take 2 strain to get an extra maneuver.
Yep.
I'll move 1 range band away from them.
Okay. It costs you 2 maneuvers to get away from them, Brent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just because like technically you can do that, but just for the sake of this thing, what I'll, I'll let you do that. That's fine, Brent.
Okay, so the idea was to move 1 range or closer to my troops,
Okay,
and then let loose with a grenade against the commando droids if they're close enough together.
So one of your grenades, or you mean in the DC-17 in the anti-armor mode?
And the anti-armor mode, because it's got a blast setting, right?
That's right. Yeah. So go ahead and let me set the difficulty for you. So you're currently about medium range from them, I think. So set that. There's no other modifiers right now. You know what, I'm going to give 1 black for cover, only because it's you're enjoying that as well too. Where you guys are right now in the extreme and long band is like city streets and stuff like that. So there's all sorts of cover that you can duck between, or things that can break line of sight. Whereas in the medium and short, it's sort of like a wide open area. So you'll get 1 black from this. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
All right.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Action to switch my gun from sniper mode to blaster mode.
It's an action, yeah.
And then to take another, if I were to want to shoot after that, I have to spend 2 stress to shoot.
No, you couldn't. You only get 1 action per round. Yeah, that's why it's kind of, you have to spend your whole time doing that. Nice. Okay, 1 hit. So that's 10 points. So you're not able to catch more than 1 of them, but that's 10 points of damage to 1 of them, and it's breached 10. So, one of those, 1, 2, I think. Yeah, 2 of those droids are annihilated, Brent.
Awesome.
So they're, what do you call it? They're sort of like bounding, up and over, because these commando droids are way more agile than normal droids. So while they're sort of like parkouring their way along, firing the little blaster carbines as they go. And you sort of, quickly spin around. You anticipate where 2 of them are going to be coming, and you land this explosive blaster shot right between 2 of them, and they go fly. Like fragmentations of them go flying everywhere. Okay, so that's 1. 2 more of you guys get to go. Who would like to go?
4 in those squads?
Yeah.
I'll take the opportunity.
Mhm.
Can I move to long range? I can only move 1.
Long range from these guys, from the droids?
I'm
the commandos?
looking to basically jump over here. Does that work?
Yeah, it would cost you 2 maneuvers.
2 maneuvers?
Yeah.
Okay. So then I have to spend 2 stress to shoot?
Yes, you have to just have 2 strain to shoot. That's right.
Okay. Yeah, why not? I'm only at
Because
4.
here's what you can also, when you roll advantage, those little rebel symbols, you can spend those to reduce strain you suffered. Okay.
Let's go and shoot.
Who are you shooting at? The crab droid or the commandos?
Now that I've spent both my movements and spent 2 stress for my action, I can't true aim, can I?
No. Well, what you're technically doing is you get 1 free maneuver, and then you're wanting to use your action, but you're using a second maneuver. That's the one that costs you 2 strain, not your action. Where you're taking a second maneuver, it costs you true. So yes, you wouldn't be able to use your true aim at that afterwards.
Okay.
But you get an extra blue dice from that command I gave,
Yeah.
and my initiative gave an upgrade.
Yeah, so you got an upgrade and a blue dice to the shot.
Okay, so this is a pretty damn good shot.
Mhm.
So let's see here. I've got 1 upgrade and 1 blue. Let's fuck it. Let's take the shot. I'm gonna shoot that crab droid. See if we can't take him out.
Okay.
Does he have?
So
He
we're
doesn't have any health affected yet, eh?
that one has not been affected at all. No, the other one's been fucking mowed down by the autocannon. I'll add in your blues and your upgrades, so you're good to go. All you need to do is just make your attack roll.
Ba-bum.
Holy shit!
Whoa.
Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could so with one advantage, there's not really much you can do with that. So you give
That's my rebel symbol.
yes, yeah,
How many of those do I have to use per strain? One
for one.
One for one. Let's drop one down.
Okay, so then you do 20 points of damage to it.
Nice.
Where's the old crab droid? Here we go. So it's got armor of 5. Actually, I think you might have destroyed it. Yeah. So the shot goes through the center eye of this thing,
Yeah,
and
nice.
it is destroyed.
Okay.
So after seeing Beautiful take one out with a hail of fire, and you take one out with 1, do you guys have any witty repartee that goes back and forth?
I tell him, nice shot.
Nice.
Glad to have you back.
Okay, so that's 1 down. That's 2 down.
I could.
That means either Beautiful or Viper gets to go next. Who'd like to go?
I can go.
All right, go for it, Jeff.
Okay. So you see that one go down, and you sort of, knowing that the plan is coming together, you swing that big, rotary blaster cannon around, and what do?
I guess I fire on this last guy here, right?
Okay. Well, there's 2 actually. There's 2 squads of.
Okay, to scroll down front.
I'll move them up so they're a little more visible here. There you go.
2 guys.
So,
Yeah, in fact, there's
wait,
like
I'm one range increment different right now? Is that the way this works?
between. Sorry.
Or am I, how far away from them am I?
You are effectively at long range from them right now.
Okay, perfect. Then I will fire from here.
Okay. Let me set your difficulty. So first off, you get a blue from Crasher, and then there is the difficulty for
One.
Okay. Brent, why don't you click on your roll roll destiny pool as well and see if you contribute anything.
Did you set the difficulty cap?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Boom.
Thank you. Another dark side.
Uh,
Nice.
I don't know who I was helping here.
All right. Okay. So beautiful. Nicely done. Did you use your thing to? I'm assuming you used your thing that ignored the difficulty increase, right?
Yeah, the rain of fire.
Yeah. The maneuver. Okay. Sweet. Okay. So then you've done. You can trigger auto fire, and you've hit for 16 points of damage for your first one. You trigger auto fire with those 2. It'll be 16 again.
Goddamn.
Nice. That's beautiful. Yeah.
Boom.
Okay. So the first, is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, I think that makes the most sense.
Okay. So basically, you describe for us how you mow down 5 of these commando droids.
Goddamn.
Well, Sergeant yelled, and so basically he was firing on this one, and he just like gets the call, turns, and just bears down on them. I guess it's pretty long range, so it's just a hail of bullets.
Okay. And they're getting just shredded. Okay, so then the commando droids get to go. They are going to, what do you call it? Actually, I think this one sort of kind of like jogs to a stop and sort of looks over and looks around and then turns and tries to bolt. So it'll spend 2 maneuvers to effectively go to extreme range from where you are. So I'll just move it down there for now. Okay, so then we've got Viper left to go. What do you want to do?
Let's see.
those doors. Remember, the doors to the bunker are now open.
Let's get in there.
Okay.
It's a green thing.
The green thing that's inside there. You will see when you get inside.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, I will sneak inside with my stealth.
I think that is probably a prudent move. So go ahead and make a stealth check for me. Let me set the difficulty for you. Oopsies, wrong thing.
All right.
Yep. Okay, difficulty is set for you, Steve. Well, 1 sec. Oh, and you get a blue on your next thing because of Brent from Crasher.
All right.
Yeah, it's how'd your stealth do?
Oh, I missed it.
Did you roll, Steve?
Sorry, I accidentally closed it. No, that's Scara. Ah. There you go. Character sheet. 1 blue.
I've already included the blue. You just need to roll yourself. That's all.
Taking it down to stealth and rolling.
Nice. Okay, so what's your pitch for your triumph?
Triumph.
Yeah, you rolled a triumph.
Oh, look at that. All right. Let's see here. So distracted, and it's almost like I'm hiding in this sort of sneak up, just calmly and coolly, with my gun in my arms, looking through the knock knock when I come through the door.
Okay, so you walk in there. What you see where that big glowing blue thing is. I'm going to zoom in so that viewers at home can see as well. So as you walk in there, basically off over here, Steve, near where the ladder is to get to the blaster cannon turret, there is a big glowing sort of like hollow display, and in here, something. There is a display of effectively all the other, what do you call it? All the other troops that are deployed elsewhere in this facility. It's sort of, you can see where the tunnel leads down as your sort of the plan suggested, leads down to the there's a service tunnel that runs along the underside of this city on Cato Nemoidia that leads to the bank of turbolifts that will take you up to the controls for what do you call it, for the ion cannon. And with Triumph, I'll say you're actually able to shut those down from here.
Right.
So your whole mission to shut down the ion cannon can actually be achieved from inside this bunker.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Can I radio it in?
Yes, there is one occupant that's in here too, though. It's another B1, or so I'll say it's a tactical droid. So effectively, it's like, I don't know if you can just picture a B1 battle droid. So there's a B1, another one of those droids that sort of like is tapping away on this thing, and he looks over his little like bird-shaped head, and it's like, hey, you're supposed to be dead. And what do you do?
I say, hi, hey, how's it going? What are you doing?
And he's somebody called kind of looks, and he then holds up his little hands. He's like, good? Surrendering?
I just back away slowly.
Okay. Okay. So then we'll top of the round, guys. Oh no, that was 3, right? So my droid's gone. That's the end of the round. So top of the round, 3 PCs get to go. Who would like to go? And your sniper rifle is cycling this round. You want to go again first, there, Crasher?
Yeah, I'm just looking at people's ranges here to the place. So
Sure, I should take a piss.
okay, so blah, blah, blah. Just give me 1 second here. I just want to check what it counts as. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to make a double move myself to get closer to the bunker, and then for my action I'll use Field Commander and yell at everyone, move it to the bunker. Which
Roger.
requires a leadership role on my part.
I'm like, wait. It's not empty, I say.
No worries.
Are we trying to all move towards like into the bunker right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see if this leadership role works.
Sorry, guys. Okay, so you moved in closer to the bunker, Brent?
Right, and then I used my Field Commander to make a leadership role to tell everyone else to move into the bunker.
Okay.
So that it was against an average, so I got 2 successes. And then so everyone should get an extra maneuver this turn.
Awesome. Okay. So, guys, you all get a free extra maneuver. That's pretty sweet. And what do you guys? So, is no one pursuing the commando droid, or you just letting him get out of here?
I suppose not.
Okay, then we actually can drop out of combat because you guys can do whatever you want with that B1 battle droid. Like that thing is, you can blast it in the head. There's really no reason to take prisoners. You know, not with droids.
Can I see if he's ticklish?
Yeah, he's not tickling.
Can we sort of like keep the head to see if it has like any intel on it and take it with us? I'm assuming that's where the computer core would be.
Yeah, there wouldn't be the B1s. They've been since their defeat at the Battle of Naboo by having their central processor shut down. They've been fixed of that problem, but they're not really like geniuses. They're not like they what do you call it? They have a bunch of other intel. So yeah, there's really, I mean, you can save the brain because maybe there is something useful in there, but it's more likely than not, it's not going to have a lot of useful intel in it.
Okay.
So you guys seize the bunker, and we sort of, all of you guys, all 4 of you collect up in there, and you say, what do you call it, Crasher, that, well, who'd like to do the honors? And which of you guys would shut down the shield?
Who's the most techie?
There's nothing you need. It's really just a matter of kind of, throwing a switch. It's more of a dramatic thing. So one of you guys hits the thing, and then we see the, what do you call it? The shield that is protecting the ray shield, protecting the ion cannon, kind of dissipates, and you guys say, radio up to the Republic. Shields down, so cannon's ready to be taken out. And then you see basically some of those, I can't remember what they're called, the bark fight. What are the weird ones that look sort of like X-Wings? They're from Revenge of the Sith. They look like X-Wings, but they've got the other strut in the middle.
Oh, the bigger one.
Is it called the Bark Fighter?
The bombers?
Yeah.
The big, huge ones.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't remember what those things
I don't remember what they're called, but that's what I sort of picture. Then kind of like, screaming down and then blowing that thing up and making it pass.
They're like the ones of the Y-Wing, just in Star Wars.
Yes. Yeah.
Clone Wars.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Right.
Fuck,
those things are cool.
Yeah, they're super fucking cool. So anyway, what happens is that happens. It takes out the ion cannon, and we sort of fast forward. So we're now at sort of a deeper. There's been some further actions that you guys probably took, but we are seeing now cuts to you guys on in some like boardroom in Cato Nemoidia that it has been repurposed as the sort of command headquarters for General Plo Koon. And Koon or General Plo comes up to you, Crasher, because he's asked to see you guys. It says, "Well, Commander, you have fulfilled both objectives in your mission with admirable speed and efficiency, and with no casualties."
We get a job done. Happy to serve.
Well, I'm pleased to hear that, because there has been some other intelligence suggesting that there may be a highly valued asset who could be recovered, someone who might advance the war effort in general. Now, I'm going to bring you to, as you are aware, we received intelligence that allowed us to infiltrate Cato Nemoidia to bring down the shields protecting the cannon. What I had not told you was the source of that intel. Now, please, if you and your men could join me in the briefing room in one cycle, all will be apparent, and you will, so you can meet the source of this intelligence, and I can brief you on your next mission. Assuming your men are up for it, of course.
Well, if I get paid.
I mean, you get paid. You're a trooper. You're a clone trooper. Your only existence is to serve. This isn't Ostara.
How can they not get paid?
Take it up with the union.
Crasher just laughs when you say that.
Yeah. Okay, so we cut now to you guys in a briefing room, and all your helmets are off, and you guys again look sort of pretty much all the same, right? Is there any distinguishing features that you guys have, like scars or imperfections in the cloning process or anything like that, or are we effectively looking at a bunch of Tamora Morrisons?
I'm purple.
I don't know. I was thinking maybe like a facial tattoo or something to distinguish, like.
Yeah, that's sort of the way that the clones do that, right?
I got purple streaks.
In your hair?
Call me Purple Rain.
Okay.
Beautiful is just a perfect clone.
Okay, nice. So you're looking at yourself in the mirror or the reflection of something?
Yeah.
Like making sure that the part in your hair is perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Crasher, do you have any distinguishing features?
Yeah, he's got facial tattoos.
Okay. How about Viper?
Just a bunch of burn marks on his arms.
Nice. I like that. Okay. So you guys are sitting around, and then Master Plo comes in, accompanied by another Jedi, another general in a full, full robe. And sticking out from underneath the robe are these two horns. He, in fact, unfortunately, I can't scan this. Looks a lot like, I don't know if you can see this, like this, guys. Oop, there we go. And what Master Plo says is, guys, what is your squad called as well? Each squad, like Delta Squad from the video game Republic Commando, it's Delta Squad, I think. Is that right? It's Delta Squad? Okay, I think it's Delta Squad, but what squad designation do you guys have?
Charlie.
Charlie?
Rainbow Unicorn Astronauts.
Sorry?
Rainbow Unicorn Astronauts.
Okay, I'm going to go with Jaden's suggestion.
The Charlie Astro Boys.
Okay.
Yes, the Rainbow Unicorn Astronauts would be Brent's team, I think. Okay, so the honey, settle down. What do you call it? Master Plo says, members of Charlie Squad, this is Master Victus Rule. And that's what he looks like, guys, with the big robe on and those horns sticking out. From beneath, he is, of course, an Iktochi one. This guy's got a look about him that you have not seen in any of the Jedi generals that you have met thus far. For one, he doesn't have the traditional Jedi armor that all the generals seem to wear that you've met so far. Master Plo says this, so the Master Rule serves the Republic and the Jedi Order in a different capacity, in an intelligence gathering capacity. He has been the source of the intelligence that brought us success in securing the landing of our troops. He also has revealed that there is a secondary target who would be we didn't anticipate being on Cato Nemoidia, but him, so with this man being there, presents an excellent opportunity for the Republic in its grander or broader war effort. Now, Master Rule has informed me that he believes a Nemoidian cartographer named Lebula Baz has hidden him, taken refuge in one of the sunken arcologies that were used when Cato Nemoidia was first settled thousands of years ago. For those of you who are not students of history, Cato Nemoidia was settled by the Nemoidians thousands of years ago, using enormous arcology ships that served as the initial settlements on Cato Nemoidia before the bridge cities were built. The arcologies were abandoned over time as other living arrangements could be secured, and many sank to be either intentionally or over time. We have been provided the location of this sunken arcology by Master Rule, and we believe if we act swiftly, we may be able to secure Lebula Baz and use his expertise to further the broader war effort. Basically, what he wants to do is use this guy's like hyperspace charts and hyperspace knowledge and whatnot to basically see what the separatists have been up to, how they've been organizing and moving their troops and so forth, and then possibly putting that intel into use in the broader war effort. So, Sergeant Crasher, this is your task. Do you think that your men can achieve this?
Absolutely, sir. What's our squad name again?
Charlie Squad.
Charlie will get it done.
Very good. I expected nothing less. Then, as you guys are ready to leave, or as Master Plo is ready to dismiss you guys, Master Rule says one word: alive. You guys all kind of turn to him. And he says, he looks directly at you, Crasher, and says, I need him alive. And Master Plo says, yes, so Baz must be captured alive, and in order to be of value to us. You understand the importance of this, yes?
Absolutely, sir.
Okay, then we will be deployed immediately. So you guys, everyone heals their strain or wounds, so you don't need to worry about that. Guys, you can remove that from your damage, reduce that back down to 0.
You said?
All your strain, all your damage back down to 0.
Cool.
So we now cut, guys. Sort of like, it wipes to another one of those shuttles. And Brent, you came in late, so let me show you what that's the shuttle that's bringing you guys along. You see that zooming through the mists above this churning, tumultuous ocean. And the pilot sort of then, or the shuttle kind of zooms over and begins to hover over this little, like you could barely see this outcropping that's being splashed by the roiling waters and is shrouded in this mist, and the shuttle's wings kind of fold up and then manage to land down perfectly on the soaking rock. The back then opens up and leaves leaves the interior exposed for I think the back. Hold on, good girl. And the pilot says to over his comm, "This is the destination. Doug, we'll be waiting around for you for afterwards. Good luck, troopers."
All right, Charlie, let's move.
Okay, so what we see then is you guys all leap out, and what you're wearing is effectively like, imagine your armor, but with like a little attachment for like underwater propulsion and some fins as well. So you guys are ready you all sort of jump into the water and go down. Now you have one bit of information that you want to remind the Charlie squad of their crasher, and that is to be, keep your eye out for Acklay.
Which are?
You guys don't know what Acklay are? Oh, that's I can help out with that. Kind of think, like, imagine if you took the worst parts of a crab and an eel and combined them.
Oh, good.
But you know what? My words really, they say that a picture's worth 1,000 words. So why don't I just show you a picture of an Acklay? These waters are rife with Acklay.
Oh boy.
So be careful. Those things, incidentally, are about twice the height of a clone trooper.
Nice.
So the waters are rife with them. You guys, we sort of cut to you guys swimming down. Your big headlamps or whatever are on, and you make your way down. You get to this after an indeterminate amount of time. You get to this sunken, basically sort of like slightly ovoid shaped ship. At first, you can't. It just looks like a big underwater. Maybe mountain or like a hill or something. And then as you get closer, you realize that this is actually a big starship that has been sunken somehow. And you see near the bottom of it, there is sort of like a broken or rupture in its hull that you guys are able to swim down and through and then bring yourself up in. Well, I still see that... what's his name? Beautiful. You're still showing us having 1 damage.
Oh.
Yeah, you should be healed.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay. Now, as you guys swim through that, you come swimming up into the interior of. Yes, that's where I want to go. Okay. The interior of this, and this is basically like it's an amazing kind of like basically like imagine if you had to construct a city on the interior of a like a really big office building. When even office building doesn't do it justice. Imagine if you took like 10 malls and stacked them next to each other, and then stacked maybe like 3 more on top, and then you built an entire city within that, complete with roadways or what would pass for them, and buildings and so forth, and tried to make sure you had open spaces. That's what you would be seeing in on the inside of here, is a completely abandoned arcology, a interior city. Now, as you guys come up, it seems like this whole city has sort of slump down slightly, so all the interior of this place, the entire interior has sort of a bit of a slant to it, which is so there's always sort of an off-settling or unsettling feel to the interior of this place. Also, there are no natural lighting, or there is no natural. Oh, that's not true. There is sporadic lighting throughout here. That all seems to be flickering. And here, guys, is where you come out. So you see at the bottom of the page, guys, is where you are. And this is basically, I'm just going to, I've got the map in the center there, which is a roadway running along here. Like you can see where I'm painting, that's the roadway. And then over top is one of the crosswalks. You can see you can walk up to that and it goes, it's like an overpass. And then there are buildings on their side, but you can kind of picture that the rest of this area has other, buildings on this. Somehow Master Rule has managed to obtain and supply to you guys the, what do you call it? The transponder information for Labula Baz. So you guys know basically you've got a little like thing you can follow. You strip off your, you do, or disconnect the fins. You take your, put the big tanks down. You have your like, it's not a body bag, but it's effectively like that to sort of transport Baz once you capture him underwater. But you get out, and I think probably Viper, you're the one who's got the scanner that tracks it. So you get out and you see boing, 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 and it's basically at the top here, guys, is where you're going to, where you need to get to. Now, what do? You know that Labula Baz is a fairly high-ranking member of the, what do you call it, of the separatist cause, not high-ranking like, like Dooku or something like that, but like he's an important part of it. He's up above the sort of mid-range. What do you guys want to? But because of that, he's probably going to have more droids protecting him. So as you guys get out of here and you prepare your, get all your gear ready and stuff like that, what's the plan, guys?
We move out. Let's, keep in tight formation and keep our eyes open for clankers.
Okay. So I'm assuming you guys are not trying to stealth then, or are you trying to just, are you trying to keep yourself hidden, or?
Who's the most?
I can try to stealth.
Like, do you want
Maybe
someone
I
to
put an anti?
So you're gonna try. You want to try and reconnoiter things here, Steve-O?
Yeah, I could do that, and I could probably lay like a anti-vehicle mine too.
Sure. Where do you? What do you call it? And the vehicles that would have been used down here in the day are probably quite quite small. But I mean, like, who knows what that Baz has, or Labula Baz has smuggled down here to protect himself.
Right. And if we fight and we win, I can just take it back.
Yep.
All right. Maybe let's put it. Let's see. We're coming in from the bottom, right?
Yep. Your tokens should all be there, guys.
I'm going to put it on the outside of the bridge so that it'll go off if something goes past it, either underneath or over top of the bridge.
Okay. So, Steve, give me 1 second. I just want to see what the difficulty will be here. So why don't you make a stealth check, please, against a 2 reds and 1 purple.
Oh yeah, baby.
Let me set your difficulty.
That's what I like.
Well, sorry, I don't know why I'm telling you 2 reds and 1 purple. I'll set the difficulty for you. Okay. Oops. So you can go ahead.
Oh well.
That's awesome. So while what do you call it? While Viper is sneaking in there, guys, what were the other 3 of you doing?
What's in our immediate vicinity? Is there any computers we could link into or anything like that? Or
Nothing that's probably still functioning. Vipers is really the one who probably could help you most with that. He's sort of a tech specialist as well as saboteur. But there is and there's also like not the power is at best like really sporadic here. So because it's sort of a ruin, you really can't can't find or you wouldn't be able to access the computers that way. But
okay, I've got another idea. Is this the way we have to come out?
Say again?
This is our this is also our this is our exit point, right?
Yes, that's what you think. Yeah.
So maybe we should do our best to sort of like fortify this position. So if we have to come back and it'll take us a bit of time to get on our gear on the way out, we'll be able to hold it.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Brent, why don't you make a knowledge warfare check for me, please? Let's just see if you score any. And let me set the difficulty for you. Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Not so much.
Well, you do. You know what? It's not so much that you failed. It's just that there's apart from just like setting yourself up in a grid position, there's not really much here to take a huge advantage of.
Right.
What about Scoper and Beautiful? What do you guys think?
Hey, Beautiful.
Like, remember, this place is also built up, right? So, for instance, Scoper, you could conceivably like use your what do you call it? Your grappler, yeah. Try and get yourself in a sort of eagle's nest position.
Let's do it.
Okay. So Scoper is up in a where are you here? There we go. In sort of like a eagle's nest place. Sergeant or Crasher, you're getting your stuff all ready to go. Viper, was it around here, Steve? Is where you're hoping to sort of set that stuff up?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Okay. And Beautiful, what are you doing? What do you think you would have been doing while?
It's probably he's probably looking for a good long range spot to support the squad.
Nice. Okay. So you could use this. You could do the same thing effectively that whatchamacallit, that Scoper is doing, which is like get yourself in a really ideal position.
Yeah, like an optimal position.
Sweet. Okay, so you got a high position up here. Crasher, you're down here. All right. So Steve, describe for us how you were planning to set that vehicle mine. Like what sort of the thing you're trying to achieve with that?
I'm sneaking over here. I'm trying to sort of cover the region so that no matter which way a vehicle comes, whether it's from the top or the bottom or left or right, it's got to pass by this mine. So put the mine just sort of like on the top of the railing, right here.
Yeah.
So that it'll sense if anything goes past it. And then.
Yeah, you've done an absolutely perfect job of it. The mine is set like it's the kind of placement that like they could back on Camino they could be using to train other clone commandos. It is an absolute textbook thing, and you are exceedingly proud of it. You're just like this. This is the fucking like. This is why Charlie Squad is top of everything.
This is the cat's ass.
Cat's ass, exactly. I guess it's Star Wars. This is the monkey lizard's ass. So you're sitting that, and you've been so focused on setting this thing that it's not until basically you're about to pick up your stuff to get going when you hear this low kind of like behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you turn around?
I run.
Okay, so you start to run, and guys, that's when you see behind him this seemingly out of nowhere. There's this giant Acklay that's just like racing along on those 6 crab-like legs, his giant mouth open, full of needle-sharp teeth, trying to clamp onto your clone brother.
Shit.
Guys, let's roll some initiative. So everyone roll cool for me, please. And because I've got the initiative counter fucked up, don't roll initiative, just roll your cool. Actually, hold on. Maybe it's not cool. Maybe it's something else because you guys weren't actually ready for this.
Or surprised.
Yeah. So, sorry, it's what, Brent?
If you're, it's a surprise thing. It's vigilance.
Yeah. So everyone roll vigilance, please. The Acklay got 1 hit and 3 advantage.
Vigilance.
Okay. Ooh. So Viper failed but got a triumph. Scoper failed and got a triumph. Oh no, Viper succeeded and got a triumph. Sorry. Wait, hold on a second. Is everyone rolling it?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so Beautiful got a success and a triumph. Scoper got a fail and a triumph. Viper got a fail and a triumph. And Crasher just got 3 advantage. So, guys, we've got 1 PC, then the NPC, then the 3 PCs. But I'm open for pitches for the triumphs, guys. What do you think? Viper, Scoper, and Beautiful have triumphs to come into play.
Extra.
Well, I think for starters, the mind must pick up the thing as a small vehicle. Although that means that I'll be close to being in range when it goes off. The mind.
Yes, you will.
So, I do have a response to that. I have an ability that is called, where is it? Combat. And the ability is time to go. And I can spend 1 destiny point to perform a move that allows me to move into cover or out of blast range of a weapon or explosion.
Yeah. Okay. So because you're on an overpass, Steve, I kind of picture you like shit. You run and just throw yourself over the side of the overpass.
Right.
And then why don't you make an athletics check for me? Let me set the difficulty here. I'm just gonna see if you can catch yourself with your grapple. So go ahead and make your roll. Set the difficulty.
Athletics.
Yes, please.
Athletics. Come on, baby.
Another triumph.
Hey.
Okay, so Steve, what happens is you start running and this thing is just coming up on you, and you know that this is going to trigger the sensor. So you leap over the side, you hit your grapple out, and because this is an arcology and it's built up and stuff like that, you manage to hit something that allows you to swing away. You were thinking initially you're going to catch underneath the what do you call it? The overpass, but you know that the mine is probably going to take out the overpass. So you hit the grapple on something nearby, and you sort of jump off the side and kind of start reeling up as this boom mine goes off and annihilates this Acklay.
Nice.
So, and you go swinging away. All of you guys are, what do you call it? So you sort of end up on the side, and you kind of think like, okay, textbook placement, but I also got to remember, be aware of surroundings.
Let's go around.
So as that thing settles, and there's sort of like, the echoes are being carried off in this arcology. What do you call it? Crasher, I'm guessing you sort of like check in, do a squad check-in, make sure everyone's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go by individual and make sure, just check in like that.
Okay. And you also, I'm guessing, with the other triumphs, you guys are keeping eyes out to see if there are any more of these fucking things around.
Yeah, they're pretty stealthy.
Yeah, for their size. So you're looking around, and there does not appear to be anything, any more of these things. But there's then this sort of like popping sound that seems to be coming from almost everywhere in the arcology, and some of the lights that are on, they flicker a little brighter.
That can't be a good sign.
And you guys then hear a voice over the speakers. So, the crones have come to my lair. Tell me, little crones, what do you think you will do here?
I know that
Perhaps
voice.
you will feed my pets. The Acklays are very hungry. What do you guys say or do?
Did I mention it on the
We just ignore, I say ignore them. Let's move.
We're gonna give you more
Yes.
than you can chew, pal.
More than I can chew, perhaps, but not my pets, I fear. So what do you guys do?
I guess we start moving.
Okay.
Roll towards the doorway.
Okay. So you guys start making your way deeper into the arcology. Why don't you guys make a? You're trying to stealth at this point, right?
Well, I don't know if there's a point stealthing now that we're now that he knows we're here.
Okay. So you know what I'll do, guys, is I'll have you guys pick someone to be the point man to do a perception check, and then everyone else will contribute a blue to that.
Okay, so who's the best of us at perception? Whose role is that, sort of?
Perception. I'm okay.
It is not Crash's role. He's only got 2 greens in perception.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah, I have 2 yellows.
Perception.
I can do it. Unless
Yellows and green perception.
Scoper's got it good.
Scoper's got 2 yellows and a green.
Oh, yeah, he's our best guy.
Shall
Okay.
I get perception?
Yep. Go ahead. I set the difficulty. Oh, hold on. I gotta add blues. Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Boom.
Open again.
Well, that was pretty fucking awesome, though. So, no stress there, or no fail. Okay, so you guys can kind of picture that you guys are all like moving through this dark and arcology. Like there's deep dark shadows around you guys. Really, the brightest lights are the ones coming from the end of your DC-17s. You're making your way along, and then as these, you sort of can suddenly see a big like an accolade comes out, and you guys all just unload on these things. This happens like 2 or 3 times, and every time it happens, you hear again over the speed, or after the 3rd time it happens, you hear. First off, you guys are in a different place right now, so let me show you where the action now turns. Oops! How about I actually move your view there too? How's that? Boom! Here we go, guys. And you are coming up on a set of doors here that are one of them is sort of pried halfway open. It's still very, very dark inside, so you can't really see what's going on. And it's almost immediately before you reached here, you saw one of the what do you call it? Another one of the Acklays jumped out at you guys, and you guys have sort of got it down to a science now. So maybe like 2 of you are the heavy or the blaster cannon is like chewing into this thing's chest, while Viper's heavy weapons thing blasts its head to the side, and you've got a careful shot that takes out some vital, like maybe knocks one of the legs off, all under your careful direction there, Crasher. And then you hear this infuriated sound kind of pop out over, or a voice again come through the popping, wide broadcast speakers that go everywhere in the arcology. No! You keep killing my pets, you crowns will pay. Your temerity will be viciously responded to. You must turn back. You cannot succeed. Your republic will fall to our forces. You don't need to make insight checks or anything like that to know that he's clearly like coming apart at the seams now. Viper, you look at your scanner, and this appears to be the assembly hall or some kind of storage room, maybe where it's a storage room, not an assembly hall, where the signal is coming from. So you sort of do like some, cool military hand gestures to indicate that to your brothers. And what do you guys do? Crasher, what's the plan to get in here?
All right, let's move out. Okay, hold on, I'm just pulling this up. Are the doors that go in, are they do they appear locked?
Well, no. One of them is actually slightly askew. So the excuse me. One of them is they open like kind of sort of sideways, where like they slide open. And one of the big heavy doors is sort of partway open. So one of them is closed and one of them is slid slightly open. It looks a little damaged, actually.
Oh, okay. It was Steve. Steve? You're really good at recon. So I'll motion you to go forward and take a look.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay.
Using my stealth.
So Steve, go ahead and make your check. So make perception check. Let me just quickly set the difficulty here.
I did my stealth. Was that what you wanted there?
No, I want your what do you call it? Your perception, please. I'm assuming that you're able to get in here without really seeing. Okay, I got the difficulty.
Boom.
Okay, so what you see, Steve, is as you get in there, you activate your like the night vision goggles and you activate the electro binoculars, and what you see in the room is the agitated Nemoidian over about here where I'm pinging near these other doors. There's a little console that's there, and he's got a comm thing, like a comm link in his hand, and he's sort of agitatedly shouting into it. And it's what's coming out over the speakers. So this appears to be Labula Baz. And if you guys want to remember what Nemoidians look like, let me give you a picture of Labula Baz. That's who you see in the stalking back and forth and shouting into the comlink, guys.
Nice.
All right.
Whoop, hey, crones, you will all die. So what are you going to do?
Do our rifles have the stun mode?
They do, yeah.
Is that something we'd have to change the full-on gun for, or just swap a different clip?
No, I think all the anti-armor does not have stun mode, I don't think.
Yeah.
You have to check, guys, on the settings on it. Maybe it does, actually. I really don't remember. Let's see here. Where's the last result that we got for the rotary autocannon? Obviously does not. The sniper rifle does.
Oh, it does. Stun setting. Yeah.
The anti-armor mode does not. So the blaster mode does. The sniper mode does. Your blaster pistols do. From what you can see, though, Steve, he does seem to have a bunch of, like, there's a console sort of in his way, so he's got a lot of cover. What are you guys going to do? So you come back, I'm assuming, and tell your brothers what you saw. What's the plan here, guys?
All right, who's the sniper dude?
Scoper. Me.
All right,
This guy.
why don't you set your rifle on stun and shut this guy up?
Okay. You said he's got a lot of cover, right?
He does, yeah. So it'll be
Is he 5?
sorry?
Is he 5 in there?
He's about here. where I'm pinging right now.
Oh, about there. Okay.
Yeah. So it's probably about medium range. Like it's really not. I don't think it's all that far away. So the difficulty to hit him is really going to be quite. It's going to be two.
So the door's cracked.
So there's two of that, and I'm going to add 3 blacks for the cover. And I'll spend. You know what? I'll spend a dark side point to upgrade the difficulty.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun dun dun.
Can I use coordinated assault to help him target?
Yes. What that narratively would be, Brent, is you sort of like you've got your what do you call it? You're effectively like spotting, like a sniper spotting, right?
Right.
He's down. He's moving. Wait for it. He's coming back. So I'll add a blue to that for you there, Jaden. And
and can I true aim?
yes, you can. So tree aim gives you
Double
2 upgrades and 1 extra blue. So yeah. Dice pool's ready whenever you are.
Double blue.
Yep. So that's I've added that in for you. And well, yeah, double blue, 1 blue from Crasher, 1 blue from you. Go ahead, and make a shot. Whoa!
That's a lot of blank dice.
Yes.
Jesus.
Okay, so 2 hits and 3 advantage. So 3 advantage can be used for. Well, there's something that's going to happen here, so I'm not going to I'm not going to spoil it, but I'll bank that advantage for you for now. So what happens, guys, is you hit and you look like you would hit, but what both of you see, or any of the other members of Charlie Squad see, is as it hits him, it sort of like shimmers for a moment. It's a hologram.
Balls.
And then you sort of hear you thought it would be that easy, my crons? Now you will see why the Nemoidians are feared throughout the galaxy. You will witness the fury and power of my Whisper Guard. And you guys can hear something is moving in the hallways and off, like in sort of like the behind crates and stuff like that. There's a bunch of things out here.
Take defensive positions.
The most obvious defensive position is inside that room, I think.
Okay.
So you guys make your way into here. Boom. And there's probably like some old discarded like containers and stuff like that. So if you guys want to try and get cover, you could probably get 1 black dice worth of cover from these different areas.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Now, you guys all take positions. Is there any specific sort of position that you guys want? There are like different levels in here. There's like you can position yourself in rafters. Really, whatever. I'm open to any suggestions you want in sort of this, last stand kind of scene.
Yeah, I guess. Well, we might as well put our sniper in the rafters.
Yeah. And you're up in the rafters. Okay. Anyone else want to be anywhere in particular?
I guess further away from the doors to give us a range advantage.
Okay.
So should I lay another mine?
Yeah, that sounds good. Maybe by the doors then.
Okay.
All right.
So that's done. Steve, go ahead and make a, I think it'll be a mechanics check for me. So let me reset the difficulty here. Hold up. Okay, I'm ready for you.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
Goddamn.
Okay, so you failed, but you got a shit ton of advantage. So,
8 total now.
you know what I'm gonna do, Steve, is I will, do you want to make your attacks more effective, or do you want their attacks to be less effective?
I want their attacks to be less effective.
Okay, so that means for the whole first round of attacks, they will be suffering disadvantage as they're rattled by the explosions that are going off.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you guys all sort of get in your positions. You can still hear it's like hearing something skittering in like the ducts. You know, something is moving along, and you hear again a giggling coming out over the speakers. Can you hear them? They are coming for you, Crones. You will join all your other brothers who have died in this war.
Where's the speaker system? Can we see it?
Yeah, there's like 3 speakers in the room here.
I'd take out the speakers.
Awesome. Plank, plank. I'm gonna give you a light side point for that. That was pretty cool. Okay, where's your dice pool? I'll use dark side. Okay. So yeah, those are taken out, and yeah, what do you say, Crasher, as sort of the last thing before the shit hits the fan?
We need to shut that guy up.
Okay, then there's a sudden like hush of silence. These are all tense and watching the doors and listening for the sound of those movements. And then all of a sudden, outside those doors, you hear, and they seem to be moving from everywhere. And Steve,
Yep.
would you kindly deliver a appropriate what do you call it? Bill Paxton line from Aliens for me?
Oh shoot, which would it be?
So you look up.
Yeah.
So you look up, and I'm thinking something about where they are located.
Oh shoot. Help me out.
Are they maybe inside the room?
Oh, they're inside the room, man.
Okay. What you see dropping down is, if you could picture a sleek, black, robotic kind of like droid ninja, but with a Nemoidian's head. These are the feared Whisper Guard that the Nemoidians use to enforce their trade deals. And they come charging in seemingly from almost everywhere. Because I'm getting a chance to place all of them, guys, you will all have a chance to go before the bad guys go. But as the ones come charging through the door, it spoils their surprise, and the explosion goes off. So they still will suffer that, what do you call it? As you've placed the explosives in tactical positions there, Steve-O, they're going off as these things are charging in, and there are a ton of them. Each of those big groups is about 4 of the Whisper Guard. So, who would like to go first?
Okay. Where's the biggest clump? Or they're just sort of all spread out in groups of 4?
They're all sort of spread out over, and those are only rough sort of placements of the groups of 4.
All right. I will. I wouldn't mind going first again.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, and I'll go. Focus your fire on the ones that are closest to us. So that would be the ones by the 6.
Okay.
And then, so that's me using coordinated assault.
Okay.
So everyone gets 1 advantage until the beginning of their next turn.
A coordinated assault's only a maneuver, isn't it, Brent?
Yeah. So then I will, because there's a group of them together. What I will do is use my rifle on anti-armor mode.
Okay.
Because it's got a blast, and I will take a shot at that group.
Okay, let me set the difficulty for you quickly. Okay, difficulty is good to go.
Well, you know what? Screw it. I'll take 2 strain and I'll aim as well.
Nice. Okay.
Should I add the blue in?
Oh yeah, go ahead, Brent. Sorry, I was just quickly looking up something.
Okay, cool. Where's my rule? Oh, why did I add the blue? Okay. Sorry, I just did the blue separately because it didn't add.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So blue gave you nothing.
Blue added nothing anyway. So
Well, 2 hits and 3 advantages means you can trigger blast.
cool. So I will do that. So one guy, I guess the center target takes
9,
12.
11. So it takes 11 points of damage. And then the other ones take 7. So, yeah, that basically blows them up, Brent.
Nice.
Because there's, again, your thing's got a breach feature, so it goes right through their armor. So describe for me what happens here.
Okay, as they come in, we see them. I yell at my command and fire, and this warhead goes, because it's like a grenade, right?
Yep.
So it shoots over and explodes in the midst of them and just annihilates them and sends bits of them flying.
The room is...
Maybe a head rolls up to one and to near where we are.
Nice. Okay, who'd like to go next? Yourself and
I will.
You will? Okay.
Let's rock. Let's blow up the group in the back.
Okay. Which one?
All
Go ahead and ping where you want.
Hold on here. Right
Nice.
there.
Works for me. Go ahead.
All right.
Is good to go for you.
Boom.
And add an advantage to your roll when you're done.
Oh,
All
you know
right.
what? Shoot, I forgot to add your blue. Steve, go ahead and roll just a blue. I forgot to give you the blue from the Brent's guys thing.
I think it adds an advantage, not a blue.
An advantage is a blue. Oh, as an advantage, you're right. I'm sorry, Brent. Yeah. Okay, so
Upgrade, you mean?
yeah, sorry, it's an advantage, so it's an advantage result. So you got a triumph and then a hit there, Steve. What do you want to do with that triumph?
Let's see here.
They're blown up. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, nice. And it blows some boxes around and obscures the vision and progress of the other two beside him over here. These two guys.
Okay, nice. Okay. Next up, it's either Crusher or what do you call it? Beautiful, or sorry, Scope or Beautiful. What do you want to do?
Go ahead.
Snipe these fools.
Which ones? Those guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go ahead. Make your shot.
True aim.
Let me set true aim. Okay, so they're at medium range right now. Difficulty is set for you there. You get one advantage from Brent's guy's thing. And what do you want to do? Any other stuff? Oh, you got your true aim, right? So that means you're
One advantage.
one
Upgrade.
blue and 2 upgrades. Wow.
Hell of a shot, eh?
It really is.
Wow.
Go ahead and make your shot.
Holy fuck.
Oh my God.
What the shit?
Okay,
Nice.
guys,
Wow.
I think we've hit a new high in terms of how many advantages we've rolled in a roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 advantage.
Oh, plus the one I gave to him would be a 9.
9 advantage.
Did you
Do you have any suggestions for it, or
include the 3 you banked from me?
no? I did not. So we'll. Okay, so here's what happens: is you fire a shot. You sort of like you see like through the scope. Scoper is taking this. He's like looking, and there's 8, no 12, no 16 of these things that are all racing in. Scouring down the walls. He kind of like is trying to pick a shot, and he looks up at some point on the wall, fires, and it's actually a housing for compressed explosive gas, and it boom, explodes out and just annihilates these 2 groups of Whisper Guard.
Nice.
That whole corner where at first it was flashed up, and maybe you know what it is, Brett, is when your initial explosion set off that thing, it casts enough of a light on it so you can see, like, you know, the lettering on it that says, you know, caution, volatile.
Nice.
Okay, so that whole side of the hold is just consumed by a plasma fiery explosion. Now, beautiful. What do you do?
I guess I'll open up on this group here
Okay.
with the old crazy rifle.
Okay. Difficulty is set for it. And hold on. I gotta switch the upgrades. Yep. And you are good to go. There is 4 light side points right now.
Oh shoot! I might as well spend one.
Heck yeah. Okay, got your upgrade included. Go ahead and make your roll.
All right. Is this the right weapon? No. This one. Bang.
So you only hit 1, but you do 16 points of damage. Maybe like 4 of these things or 3 of these things are mowed down in the course of your. Hold on here. Let's see here. Never mind. You killed them all. If you want to see just how fucking killed these things are, Jeff, take a look at the stream. Look at their health bar.
Oh yeah! Holy crap!
So you know what? What happens is where that one side is just being consumed by a ball of plasma. On your side, you're just filling the whole area with red blaster bolts. And as these you can picture these things jumping down with their vibro blades out, and throwing these sort of like shooting these little blaster shots. They're just being, as they're coming into view, they're just like being mowed down by your fire. This probably carries on for another minute or so, guys. But you guys are such a crack and organized unit that it is nothing. Like this thing that is feared by traitors across the galaxy. This force that keeps other lesser species in line in fear of the Nemoidians are falling like wheat before a scythe to all of you guys.
Nice.
So finding that at the end of the battle, there's all these broken forms before you guys, and there's finally silence that falls on the giant empty hall. And at that, you sort of you hear again a boing, boing. That's the only sound that's left. And Viper, it's coming from your scanner. Are you going to check it? Viper, there's a pinging coming from your scanner.
Heads up, boys.
And what you see is from over here, guys, where the 5 is, that door opens up.
Okay.
And you see Labula Baz sheepishly step out with his hands well above his head, his robes falling down from his big green scaly arms. Please, I will surrender. Do not hurt me. I wish to discuss terms of my surrender.
Right.
What do you guys say?
As he's saying this, can I be switching my gun back to blaster mode?
Yep.
And then
Silence.
done and just
Yes.
rattle him with stun bullets.
So yeah, he comes out and asks for terms of surrender, and then he suddenly hit from out of the darkness. This blue bolt hits or a blue ring, boom, hits him, and he drops down unconscious. And Crasher, do you say something to that as well?
It's finally we'll have some silence.
Well, maybe so. What I was thinking is that you step forward and say something to the effect of like, "Your conditions are accepted, sir." So you take this guy into custody. We cut now to he is you sort of like you can picture him in a like an interrogation room, and you guys are on the outside of this. And Master Plo is talking to you guys, and says, "Well, so Charlie, Sergeant Crusher, once again, you have proved yourself an invaluable resource to the Republic Army. This
Thank you, sir.
will certainly prove a benefit to the wider war effort. But unfortunately, I fear that end is not coming presently. Tell me, are you ready for your next mission?"
Absolutely, sir. Charlie Squad is ready. It's always
And
ready.
get rest, resupply, and we will be in. I will be in contact very soon. You are dismissed. And as you guys leave, Master Plo sort of turns and begins talking to some other troop, and then we cut into the room, and we see it's actually quite dark. It is set up to be sort of like an really intimidating room, and in a singular light underneath there is the manacled Labula Baz, who's sitting there, and his he seems to be alone in the room, and then he suddenly there's a voice that comes from somewhere in the darkness. Labula Baz. Then he kind of and it startles and looks around, and he says, "Who is there? I have already surrendered. No more mistreatment. You should not treat prisoners as such. It is a disgrace." And he says, "Labula Baz, you have one chance to live." And you see, stepping out of the shadows is Master Victus Rule. And the lightsaber in his hand suddenly flashes to life with two blades, blue blades, coming from each end. And Labula Baz kind of startles when there's that flashing sound or tearing sound as the lightsaber is activated. And there's a humming as it sort of moves from one side of his head to the other side. He says, you can't use these tactics." And he says, "Labula Baz, one question. If you answer it incorrectly," and he sort of just leaves the threat of the lightsaber going from side to side, hanging in the air. He says, "What? What information do you want?" And then the lightsaber flashes silent. And Rule leans in, his yellowed eyes, his ochre-colored and freckled skin, his discolored teeth in a kind of tight grin. "Tell me, Labula Baz, where is Ora Terra?" And Labula Baz kind of says, "Huh," and turns, and then the scene wipes. And that's, guys, where we will leave our session for the evening. So for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for this special anniversary edition to celebrate my number one son being in town, celebrate 1 year of all of us playing the Star Wars game, and celebrating the release of the terrific Rogue One film. So for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you again soon for more Star Wars action.